Palm Desert, California. The Hershey Bears, the Coachella Valley Firebirds in Game 3 of the Calder Cup Finals. The series tied at 1 game apiece. Zach Fish along with Garrett Mitchell and Todd Sadowski and producer Ed Albert bringing you the action tonight as the Bears and Firebirds meet up for the first of 3 games at Acrisure Arena. Hunter Shepard between the pipes for Hershey. A record of 11-5 in these playoffs, the #1 star with 32 saves in Game 2. Chris Drieger on the other end going for a skate right now, but he's going to man the net tonight. An 11-3 record for Drieger in the playoffs. The Bears have scored 7 on him on 39 shots. They need to pepper him a bit more. Tonight's officials, the referees, we've seen him plenty. Justin Kia and Morgan McPhee will call the penalties. Working the lines, Brandon Grillo and Joseph Mahone. Well, we are ready to go here in Coachella Valley. This one a pivotal game in the Calder Cup Finals, the first of 3 in this building in a row. The Bears want to win one on the road. They take the opening face-off. We're underway. Calder Cup Final hockey on Fox 43. And welcome to those tuned in on the Monumental Sports Network in D.C. as well. Hershey right to left in their white sweaters with chocolate and cream accents, with Matt Strome behind the net offensively. He'll center a deflected up and over the net. Bogdan Trineyev with a glorious opportunity right off the bat as Hershey's fourth line sets the tone with a real good start. Cole into center, gets the puck to Connor Carrick over the blue line, and a shot for the Firebirds into the breadbasket of Shepard as Lyndon Strome go at it from the net front. And Hunter Shepard into the game. Both netminders fakes an early test and a real good chance as we look at our Evergreen Brewing scratches. The Bears still without Iorio Ness-Rowe as well as no on the back end, Lucas Johansson. Meanwhile, Andrew Podorowski, the big guy out for Coachella Valley. Our Evergreen Brewing scratches in their Juicy IPA, but good chance for Carrick there, the former Bear. And also when you look at it, Garrett, for this Hershey Bears team, on top of that, a nice look for Trineyev early.
Yeah, great pass there by Stromer. He's able to get that puck deep, off the rim there from Sutsi, and he's able to hit it right through the slot there. Trineyev coming down the pipe.
Face off to the left of Hunter Shepard as Todd Nelson looks on. The officials going over to chat to the scoring table right now. Not sure what that delay is for. There's Nelson, who was pretty critical of his Bears team, said they need to play much better. He was not pleased with the effort in Game 2, and Nelson is never afraid to be honest with things, Garrett, but some of the guys, they said, look, we agree completely with our coach. We can bring a lot more, particularly defensively.
Well, and I think that's what Todd Nelson does so well. He understands that, you can challenge a guy and they'll respond. It's about building the guy back up afterwards. And it becomes an easy thing, and when you're told, hey, listen, you have better, we know you have better, but we want you to go out and do it, it's pretty critical.
We got some sort of delay here right now as they are tending to the ice or tending to something here. I'm not sure what the delay is here, Garrett.
You know what, I'm wondering, obviously we don't know the situation, but it might have been something with the starting lineup. I don't know. It seemed like they came over right after the break, talked to Todd Nelson, and Ethan Frank serving the penalty. So it looks like it could have been possibly just a false lineup or something like that.
Yeah, then maybe the wrong group start for Hershey, and the Bears are shorthanded here. I didn't see an arm go up on that last play. We'll wait for the call. The Firebirds on an early power play. The call in the building. Yeah, the Bears didn't have the correct starting lineup in there. Short-handed poke away by Matt Strome, cleared down the ice. The fourth line was out on the ice, and the starters that we were handed here appeared correct for the forward group, but we'll have to go back and look at that and hear what Todd Nelson has to say after the game. You rarely see something like that, and Dan Bilesma called him out on it. So puck played back to center. Power play for Coachella Valley. So here we go right away. Firebirds on the man advantage. A little confusion off the hop. Carrick brings it in offensively. Down the right wing, Coachella Valley with the puck. They'll set it up to the near boards. Hughes dancing in, stripped by Hardy Hamanaktel, and knocked away along the near wing where the Bears will take it back to center. Henrik Rabinski shorthanded, had it knocked away by Hayden. Firebirds power play is not struck in this series. 0 for 7 in the playoffs overall. 9 for 51, 17.6%. While Hershey's penalty kill has been pretty solid overall in this playoff run, particularly of late, after being the best team in the league in the regular season. Grabinski the point. Firebirds on the man advantage. Frank serving the penalty. Right side. Kane right with it. Top side Evans. Left circle. They'll get it there to Colin. Plays it to the goal line. Lynn has it. Firebirds. Looks to the net front. Back to the center point Evans. Defended by Trinier. Fire wing to Lynn. Early power play Coachella Valley here in Game 3. After an improper starting lineup for Hershey cost them. Puck deflected up and out of play with 28 seconds left of the penalty being served by Frank. But Garrett, you played the game over 400 in Hershey and then in Rockford and Laval a little bit as well. How often have you seen something like that?
I think I've only seen it one other time, and give Coachella credit because lots of times that just kind of goes unnoticed. It looked like the starting lineup on the forwards was right. It could have been a defenseman. It could have just been a spelling mistake. There's some silly little things, with the lineup card. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well, that adds a little fuel to the fire here in these playoffs for sure. The puck taken behind the net by McCormick. He'll play it left side boards. Coachella on the power play for 20 seconds. And they'll go to the far side. Back of the goal. McCormick has it again. Right side. Right shot. Shepard sliding out. Makes the save. Behind him. And in. The Firebirds connect on the early power play. It sneaks through Shepard and jammed in. And Coachella Valley takes a 1-0 lead. Max McCormick appeared to get the last touch.
Yeah, great little play there coming down the, Shane Wright's able to come down that, slot area just off the post, and he gets a good shot. It just looks like it slips through Shep's blocker and ends up laying right behind him, and McCormick's able to throw that in.
So the Firebirds, who haven't been home since the end of May, return with an early bang. A mistake from the Bears, and they connect right away. They take advantage and lead 1-0. Max McCormick on the second shot that Shepard appeared to make a good save on. It beats him on the second swipe. McCormick scores, and it's 1-0 Coachella Valley as they get that all-important first goal. McCormick 6th on the playoffs, and not a good start for the Hershey Bears. Taken in behind the net as Shepard. Make collision behind the goal, and it's Ethan Frank to Hendricks Lapierre. Looking to get it right back. He'll motor on ahead to center. Lapierre down the right wing. Pulls up in the offensive zone and centers, and shooting the puck was Brisky. Knocked away, and look out. Ossipov trying to get back. The speedy Marion Studenic down the right flank in the offensive zone. Feeds it near boards. Coachella Valley plays the game fast. Hershey looking to keep him at bay. Biden from the right point sends it in back of the goal. And it's cleared up the left side for Studenic. A heavy hit on Lapierre. Firebirds with it again. Skating into the goal is Shore, and knocked away from him and cleared out to center ice. And it's what we expected from Coachella Valley, coming out running and gunning early.
Yeah, you just got to weather this storm. Get through this first little bit, get your bumps, take your hits if that's what you need to get into the game. And it all takes care of itself. But it's early and often, and keep things rolling here.
Snively belted from behind. Bears bench wanted a call. We play on. Frankel on the far boards looking to come up with it. He'll swat it back to center and down the ice, and taken by Anavainen in his own zone. 1-0. Coachella Valley, they'll tip it in behind the Hershey net. Dylan McElrath on the right wing to Pierrick Dubé, who had a goal in Game 2. Hardy Hamanakta on a pair. Over the blue line. Huntington down the left wing. He ran into Evans, who just cut him off enough, and Huntington couldn't get it through. Limoges knocks it out of midair, spun behind the goal of Chris Stringer. One shot for the Bears so far as McElrath comes in. He lays the boom on Melanson. Now he's got the puck and shoots, and Drieger, reaching across his body, will make the glove save. As Melanson never afraid to go get in the face of Dylan McElrath. He's got a lot of bite in his game for a guy that doesn't quite have the stature of McElrath. But he got leveled on that last shift.
Yeah, great job there by Mac. He's just coming on the wall, and Melanson tries to reverse hit Dylan McElrath, and you talk about the size difference there. Melanson's looking up at Mac's chin.
So Max McCormick will look at the goal scorer for Coachella Valley, and he's a guy that's just been so good for them. A veteran, a player that the Bears used to see in Binghamton a long time ago when he was starting his career. Bounced around a little bit, but found a home here in the desert. Also, team is with captain previously. McCormick, the guy, that's a real good group, much like the Bears have. And it's taken back behind the net. Ivan Mirosnichenko, who opened the scoring in Game 2, clears it up the left boards. Zone was blown, and it's kept in by the Firebirds. Evans behind the net. Hershey keeping things to the perimeter with Mirosnichenko out of the corner. And it comes free to John Hayden, their leading goal scorer in the playoffs, along the near wing. Hayden throws an elbow on Day. The puck behind the net. Mirosnichenko wins that battle to Logan Day. Firebirds hitting everything that moves as Rabinski couldn't get it out. Feels like you're under fire every time. Coachella centers. It comes loose to Evans. He'll pull back along the left wing, wheeling it down. Two Bears run into each other. Tripped up was Evans. Hershey survives that threat and clears it. The Bears are on their heels here early, talking about weathering the storm, trying to do that, down 1-0. Carrick over the blue line, right wing, played to the middle. That pass misfired and taken away by Trier. The Bears have the puck to center, and Carrick pokes it back to neutral. Stolen away down the right wing. Shane Wright, the offensive zone, is past the middle, chipped away by Strome. All the way down the ice, should be icing on Hershey, and it is, with 14:31 to go in the first period. And as expected for Coachella Valley, they have come out flying.
Yeah, they have, Zach. And, right now, the first TV timeout, Todd Nelson's going to grab this group and just say, hey, let's take a deep breath. We understand, there at some point there for that penalty, there's, some miscommunication on that. Let's take a deep breath. We're fine here. And, like I said, it always sorts itself out. But, starting like that, is a tough situation.
Face off to the left of Shepard, and off the draw. It's out of Einen with it to the right point. Way back behind the goal center on the cutoff. Looking to knock it free is Shane Wright. Backhander through the crease off the body of Dmitry Osipov to the far corner. Firebirds fans make a noise. They play it behind the Hershey net. Stick lifted to Massey. He'll get it back. Ricochets it to the left point. Schultz skating over to keep it in. Throws it to the corner, and Coachella Valley behind the net on offense once more. Firebirds are a dominant team on home ice, and particularly in the first period, outscoring opponents 24-8. They center and score another. Max McCormick wide open in front, pushes it past the blocker of Shepard. Coachella Valley 2-0 leaders. 13:57 to go in the first period here in Game 3.
Yeah, and it's just a misread there by the defenseman in front, and you get put in a hostile environment, you start looking around. You got to understand where you are right now, and for the Bears, it's just sorting this all out. Let it happen in front of you. There's duplication in the corner, and Max McCormick's left all alone, and that's a guy you can't leave alone in front of the net.
Second of the game for Max McCormick, and in the first 6 minutes and 3 seconds, he's got a pair. And Coachella Valley 2-0 leaders here. And the Bears trying to weather the storm early and get to work. And right now they made their task even harder. Haman Octel at the point. Winterton runs into him. Kept in though by Frank. With some room to Snively, the slot. Saved by Drieger. Deflected it away on the wrist shot from Joe Snively from between the circles. Well, that would have been a big one there for Joe Snively to connect, but it goes by the wayside as Drieger makes the save. Weird behind the net. Hardy Haman Octel with it. He'll pick up the puck. Harassed from behind, pulls away from the pressure, and LaPierre swarmed as the Bears get the puck back. Frank at center to LaPierre over the red line. In offensively, he'll flip it backwards, but man, there's no space right now for the Bears trying to bring that puck in. Massey sees a little bit of crack in that, hitting the left boards hard and knocked down behind the net. Coachella Valley's Winterton has the puck to center, and here they come again. Darting down the left wing, Leighton Road powers to the net. The rookie will wrap it wide to Shepard, who fell down awkwardly, and Road in his second Calder Cup playoff game to the point where Carrick sends it behind the net. 2-0 Coachella Valley here in the first period. They've been all over the Bears in the early moments. Dubé will flip it to center. Up in the air it goes. Huntington tries to knock it down. The Firebirds get it back and shoot it in behind the net of Shepard. Logan Day first on it. Spins it around the far boards. Alex Limoges tries to stick it loose. Backhanded to him. But kept into the blue line once but not twice. And Huntington will settle it down in his own zone. 12 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in period number 1. 2 goals on 4 shots for Coachella Valley. A tough start for the Bears, who give one up to McCormick. They give up another. Now they're trying to go to work offensively, but it's cleared past Osipov and down the ice. Icing indicated. And will not make it, though. We play on as Dmitry Osipov behind his own goal for Hershey. And the Firebirds are hitting everything that moves right now, finishing their hits and transition to offense with Morrison down the right flank again. Coming over, Haman Octel trying to lay the boom. He got the worst of that. Heavy hit by Osipov along the boards. And it's Morrison and Haman Octel engaged behind the net. And the puck glued to the guys in blue's tank. Hayden up the right wing to Morrison. On the near board. Wrist shot to the net from Hughes, deflected wide. And the Bears hemmed in their own zone here. Haman Octel, heavy hit on Morrison. Knocked him down and he lost his helmet. He'll have to head off to the bench for reinforcements. Hayden with the puck though. Another huge hit by Haman Octel on Hughes. Referees say play on. Bears spinning around their own zone. They clear to center, 2-on-1. Miroshnichenko with Rybinski. Down the right wing, Rybinski, the puck, shoots, and scores! Rybinski! The Bears respond! It's 2-1!
You know what, Zach, when you play that way, like Coachella does, it's high risk, high reward. And what happens, we've seen a couple times here now where throughout this series that they give up that 2-on-1, they give up that breakaway, and the Bears just have to be patient. They understand, it's a great pass by Miroshnichenko over to Rybinski, and he slides it to the far side on Drieger.
Drieger overslid that puck. And I'm telling you right now, if the Hershey Bears are able to win this game, that shift right there defines it. Surviving in their own zone, throwing the body, and then transitioning to offense. And it wasn't the hardest shot by Rybinski, but he caught the goaltender oversliding. I'm telling you right now, Drieger's beatable.
Yeah, 100%, Zach, he is. And, we've seen it. You talk about the shots on goal and what he's given up. There's definitely some holes there that the Bears can expose.
Puck brought in offensively, so a big one for the Bears to stop the bleeding, they hope. Centering feed from the Firebirds, so I might have spoke too soon, as that nearly ricocheted in. Trenier up to center, getting behind the defense was Strome for a moment, but cutting back is Fleury. That's a ginormous goal for Hershey to make it a 2-1 game now, and Coachella Valley looked like they might run away with this in the early moments. Wright out to center, intercepted Trenier, and Wright just back from an injury, got tattooed by Strome. He'll head off for a line change, grimacing a little bit. Make them pay the price, avoid those mental mistakes. Got a few out of your game, now even it up and go right back to work. Puck behind the goal, Ethan Frank on the forward check. Comes free up the right boards, Coachella Valley with the puck will look to race it out to center. Good back check by LaPierre. And it comes loose to Jake Massey. Now they know what they're up against. Halfway through the first period, down by a strike. It's Frank looking to tie it down the right wing. He's tripped out by Evans. Puck comes loose behind the goal. Snively looks to steal it. He took down Evans, and Carrick is there to maneuver it away. And Coachella Valley up the right wing boards. Winterton out to center. These are two good teams here. Two very different teams. Havanakta motoring out of his own zone. Dashing in over the blue line. 1-on-4. Still with the puck. Soft shot line to the goal. Looking to get there is Snively. He shovels it deep. But the Bears were changing, so a free pass for Connor Carrick out of his own zone.
That's a couple better shifts there for the Bears, Zach, just being on the offensive zone.
Brought in by Shepard on the chance from Henman, who had a goal from a similar spot in Game 2. He shot this one high rather than low. He beat Shepard on a quick wrister through traffic at Giant Center on Sunday. McElrath, the hit behind the net. The puck went free beneath the goal line. Huntington is there to cut in. The Bears will take it away for a moment, but back come the Firebirds with possession. Wheeled on the left wing. Stick save by Shepard. Good stop on a shot from the corner. And cleared away by the Bears to neutralize with 8:57 to go in a fast-moving first period. 3 goals so far. First 2 for the Firebirds. They look for more. Rhodes in. A shot off the mask of Shepard. Hit him up high. Made the save. And the puck knocked free behind the net. Rolled wide to Shepard to the near corner. After it comes loose, saved by Shepard. The rebound in front. Backhander to the goal. Knocked away as it was set up by Morrison. From the blue line, wrist shot gets the glass. Another bend but don't break shift here for the Bears. Lemos gives away behind the net and tapped to the corner. The Bears are under siege, but they break to center. Another 2-on-1. Trying to tie it. Huntington with Dubé. Huntington left circle. Tried to feed it to Dubé, and Schultz blocked it in the last moment. It was nearly a carbon copy of the goal they scored in Game 2, but Schultz just got a piece.
Yeah, just was able to lay his stick flat on the ice there, Zach, and break up that pass. But that's what I'm kind of talking about there, is when you have a situation like that, they're going to be high offense, high pressure in the offensive zone. There's definitely some holes in that game where you can break that in 2-on-1.
Puck dumped in by the Bears. Behind the net, Rybinski goes for a hit beneath the goal line, picked up by Olesen on the far boards. Rattled off Miroshnichenko. Firebirds to center. It's Fleury with it. Tapping it right wing to Hayden in the offensive zone. Stood up there by Prisky. John Hayden will track it down in the corner for Coachella Valley. Pulls up along the right wing boards. 9 goals in the playoffs. Tipped to the point by Rybinski. And he took it away and cleared it down to Coachella zone.
When you play in these hostile environments, Zach, one of the biggest things is just getting through the first 10 minutes. Understand that you can kind of weather this storm and then go play offense, and that's kind of what the Bears have done.
Right wing, brought in by Shore. Veteran will pull up along the near boards. Sinked out by Massey. Puck race now. Lind and Sutter meet up along the near boards, and it's cleared to the line. Carrick trying to keep it in. He's able to swipe it loose to Lind. And the Firebirds still with possession. McCormick on hat-trick watch. Rattled into the boards heavily Good check thrown by Osipov as you look right there. Right on the screen in your living room. The battle between Osipov and McCormick just to try to move that puck. McCormick persists. Fends off Osipov. Tries to slip away. The intercept and clear by the Bears. Down the ice. It won't make it for icing. And it's Evans behind his own net. We only got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first period. Evans played it to himself behind the goal. Fans here really like that. With a steal by the Bears. Flop here down the left wing. Broke his stick on the shot. But it still comes loose and Drieger will cover it. This has been a wacky first period. The Bears are just down by 1 despite a horrible start. They come back and get one. Now they're turning it up. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup Final.
Only based off of your LED wristband. We're going to find out now.
DC is my home. I was born here. Later moved to Maryland and worked in Virginia with my dad. Some think the DMV is only about government, but we're more than that. We gather at block parties, community centers, and basketball games. From Chinatown to Old Town, from Columbia Heights to District Heights, the law firm Greenberg & Betterman has been part of the DC region for over 35 years, gratefully serving our neighbors and friends. Greenberg & Betterman, contact us, feel better.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. Or get $4,000 purchase cash on this Sierra. We are professional grade GMC.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
What a wild start to this one. 2-1, the Firebirds lead. Todd Sadowski's ice level. We haven't had a chance to check in with you yet, Todd. This period's flying by. A lot of action, but the Bears right there with Coachella Valley, despite the Firebirds having the better looks in the 1-goal lead.
Timeouts there. You know, everything is next level here. The speed of the game, the level of the noise. It's, like I said, like a rock concert. You know, one guy playing with a lot of confidence had a strong couple of games recently. Hardy Hamanaktel scored in Game 1, added 2 more in Game 2. Now tied for the most goals by a defenseman this playoffs with Coachella Valley's Cale Fleury, Milwaukee's Mark Delgazzo. Hamanaktel only had 2 goals in 55 regular season games. Mike Green still holds the Bears' playoff record for most goals by a D-man with 7 in the 07 playoffs.
Thank you very much, Todd. Bears win the draw. It's the aforementioned Hamanaktel to McElrath. Wings it wide behind the goal of Chris Drieger. Hershey trying to set up in the offensive zone. Right now, they're getting their chances off the rush. And not really much zone time. Coachella Valley has had the better of that in the first period of this game by a wide margin. Firebirds to center. 2-1 on 2 goals by Max McCormick. He scored 2:20 in on the power play and at 6:03. Rabinski at 8:50 with the response. Fleury from the right point, a wrist shot in front of Shepard, knocked down, picked up by the Bears, and Snively to center, way off the mark for Hendricks Lapierre. That pass a solid couple feet in front of him. Wow, good job by Snively to get back and throw a check to disrupt and send down McCormick hard to the ice. Firebirds keep it in though. Hayden slips away along the left boards. And a lot of elusiveness from Coachella Valley here. Right, knocks Lapierre off the puck to the blue line, knocked to the corner. Jumping in is Prisky, chance to clear it, make sure to get it out. Flips it to the blue line where it's knocked down, and Lapierre will flip it behind his own net again to settle it. Nick Massey to center, chipped in by Snively. He'll complete the line change. Drieger round to play it, and a puck handling error in game number 2 makes the same play there. Behind the net, cleared up to center ice. Shot in neutral. It's Huntington down the right wing in front of the benches. Took the hit to make the play. Tapped it deep behind the goal, but Evans caught in with the check. Right looking to clear it. Pops it past to charging Osipov. And Logan Day to collect it in his own zone. Under 5 minutes left here in period number 1. Thanks for joining us on Fox 43. Along with Todd Sadowski, Ice Level, I'm Zach Fish with Garrett Mitchell, former Bears captain. Producer Ed Albert with us here. Firebirds have the puck. Morrison right wing. Tamarian Studenich. His shot blocked by Osipov. His counter number 34. Studenich for the blue line. Carrick's drive. Punched out with a blocker of Shepard. Carrick Dubé to center ice. Will flip it forward. Carrick feeling the footsteps of Limoges. Will wrangle it away from him, and back come the Firebirds. Linda Morrison. On the near boards. Amanakta watches him. The puck taken behind the net center. No one home for Coachella Valley. Intercepted by Huntington. Evading the pressure behind the goal is McElrath. Trying to clear it up the boards. Couldn't get it out on the first try. Does come to center. The Bears steal it. Rabinski, the goal scorer. Down the left wing. Centers in front. Jun.18. Put it just wide, but he's hauled down, and there will be a penalty. Once again, in transition, it's the Bears causing issues. When we return, Hershey to the power play with a chance to tie. 4:08 left in period 1, 2-1 Coachella Valley. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup Final.
I'll see y'all. Got some batteries and 2 flashlights.
What's up, champ?
Flashlights, cool.
I feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
The Firebirds have put a lot of pressure on Hershey playing run and gun, but they give the Bears some odd man rushes. Ivan Miroshnichenko tripped up, draws a minor penalty. The Bears for the first power play of the game for them. Coachella Valley scored on their try. Hershey 1 for 8 in the series. Well, Garrett, we'll see what the power play can do here in this building. This is a key spot. The Firebirds playing this run and gun style, giving the Bears some opportunities. They didn't score on that one, but now they get a chance to equalize.
Yeah, no, we talked about it here a little bit throughout this first period. You know, they play quick in this building, but, you know, playing quick and being smart defensively, you know, are two different things. So that's something that the Bears can really exploit.
Off the draw, Joe Snively with the puck, sends it left side boards for Ethan Frank. No goals in 4 for him, you know he's due. Sent right side, Hendricks Lapierre, the puck dusts it off, gets it back from Joe Snively. To the blue line, Snively with the puck. Lapierre down by 1, Dubé in the bumper spot. Limoges out of the goal line, left side. Lapierre gets it back. Snively looking for Frank, he's covered. Gets it along the left boards. No shooting lane available. Beneath the goal line to Limoges. Todd Nelson wants a shot first down to 2. No one has fired the puck yet. 30 seconds in the power play. Snively thinking about it here. But no angle again to Frank. Coachella Valley's power play. Penalty kill, beg your pardon, doing a good job. The Bears power play skating in with Snively. Knifing it back behind the goal. Pops it free to Lapierre. Game a keep away here, but nothing towards Drieger. Most of the point. Frank across. Gets the puck to Lapierre. Down by 1. Eric Dubé with it. Now to Hendricks Lapierre. Frank trying to get open. Goal line Limoges. Right boards Lapierre. Chip to the middle. And it's loose in the line. Knocked away from Snively and cleared down the ice.
I'd like to see them just establish that shot, Zach, and you touched on it, but you know, understanding that you get that puck through, it starts opening up those seams. You know, right now they're looking for those seams because they haven't established that shot from up top or off the flanks. You know, those seams aren't going to be there for him right now.
Second power play unit down. It's Miroshnichenko. He's got his skating legs on tonight. Dumps it in behind the net. Mike Vecchione up the near boards. Huntington trying to get there. He holds it in at the blue line. Steps away from the pressure. Sends it left boards. Miroshnichenko in the feet. Chase Prisky keeps it in. Miroshnichenko again. Behind the net. 20 other man advance. Thrown out front. Dangled by Rabinski. Away from the pressure. Center point Prisky. Right side Vecchione. Looking for a shot is Prisky. Vecchione cutting in. Down low, deflected on net. Drieger the save. Huntington was there. Drieger had the angle. Cleared up the left boards and knocked out to center. One shot on the power play for the Bears. They do not connect. A lot of passes, not a lot of threats. Remains 2-1. Huntington, though, brings it in and shoots. A pass save Drieger. The rebound, Miroshnichenko. Backhander in out of real estate. Drieger slid over. He's big. He takes up room, but he leaves some rebounds. That one, Miroshnichenko didn't have the lane to shoot it in, going to the backhand.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those pop out, Zach, throughout this series even, and you know tonight's no different. They're there if we want to, you know, we want to capitalize on that.
Steal at center by Shore, but in the zone was Melanson. He had to tag up. So they see if the Bears, even though they don't score on the power play, now they get some offensive zone time, keep Coachella away if they can use that as a positive. Down by 1. Strome to center, flings it down the ice. Carrick at his own blue line starts it forward. $1:25 left in this first period of play. It's going quickly here in Coachella Valley. Centered by Strome to his goalie Shepard. Not what he intended to do. Shepard shuffles it to safety. And at center, it's Matt Strome with the puck. And the lineup with Garrett Rowe injured, not available today in our Evergreen Brewing scratches. Hello to the Bears fans of the Bears Den at Hershey Lodge watching. Not a great start for Hershey, but they've come back in this game, made it a one-goal contest, looking for one late in the period. Snively taps it in, but to Olofsson on the takeaway. Shots are 9-all. And all things considered with the way it started, the Bears are happy with what's going on now, but still trying to get it going into the next game. Right, off the right board, brings it in, shoots. Shepard fought it off the save, bouncing puck in front, and knocked back behind the goal, where it's picked up by Logan Day, who looks to clear to center. And that one ricocheted up and out of play into the Bears bench with 34.6 left in period 1. We've seen that a couple times. The Firebirds wheel in. Shepard with a quality stop. It remains 2-1. Take a breather and be back. 2-1 Coachella Valley. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
Greenberg and Betterman being a local firm, that meant so much to us. From the moment we spoke with you, we felt comforted. We knew that we made the right decision. You gained our trust immediately. You treated us as people, not just a case.
I've been a Crop Metcalf customer for many years now, and you can trust me when I say you want Crop Metcalf working on your home. For heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, pest control, and home performance, their team of 5-star technicians are professional, experienced, and for me, most of all, they're friendly. They're good people. They still believe in great customer service, and that's refreshing.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
34 seconds left of the first period. 2-1 Coachella Valley. We set an ice level. The Fox 43 is Stotsidowski.
And coming up in our first intermission report, Hershey made it to California in style on Bear Force 1. The New England Patriots plane became Bear Force 1. Ryan Yee takes a look at the trip. Plus, we get you caught up latest local news and weather headlines. I'll talk with John Walton for Monumental Sports Network. Zach and Garrett have your highlights all in the first intermission report, sponsored by Pepsi.
Thank you very much, Todd. The Bears down by a single strike. Trailing 2-1 to the Firebirds, but they have the puck offensively at the far side corner. Habanachtel steps up and throws a hit, looking to wedge it loose. Coachella Valley behind the net. McElrath is there, sidestep, and not free, but pickpocketed by Strome. And the Bears look to rush to center. Flip to the far side of the ice where Evans behind his own goal with 9 left of the period. Lays it behind the net. Sutter took it away for a moment. Out of the corner, the Firebirds have it to center. And picked up by Winterton with 2 seconds left. Time will run out on him. Shot that Shepard kicks out. That was a little late, so Strome will give him a piece of his mind, as will Riley Sutter. All things considered, Garrett, this looked like a train that was going to get a runaway train at times in this first period with Coachella Valley. Then the Bears score. They make this a 1-goal game, and even though they didn't score on the power play, that turned things a little bit.
Yeah, no, it really did. And you know, it's one of those things, Zach, when you're able to weather that, you know, you're going to get your 2-on-1s, you're going to get your odd man rushes, and you know, we've seen that high-powered offense that they end up, you know, trying to force plays, and what it allows you to do is get in behind, you know, Coachella's defense. Shots on goal finish up 10-9 in favor of the Firebirds. They certainly dominated the offensive zone time. Todd will be ice level. We're going to hear from him with a member of the Bears in just a moment, as we look forward to having Henrik Ravinsky, the goal scorer, join him out on the ice. And there they are, getting all situated and set. Ravinsky striking his 5th of the playoffs. He's with Todd.
All right, Henrik, look, how do you survive that onslaught? You can be told how loud it is, right, and how the crowd's into it. To experience that's pretty tough to get the game started here.
Yeah, we knew they had a really lively crowd, pretty wild. So, I don't know, you just got to kind of drown out the noise, and just go out and play. It's pretty hard to do, but just got to focus on playing.
You guys got a scoring chance there. You and Miro working a 2-on-1, the one that you capitalized on. Talk about that particular play and how you slid it on the far side.
Yeah, they're D really active, and we had puck possession. We just went, and yeah, he had it. He made a really nice play to me, and I kind of actually fumbled it a little bit. It was a hard pass, but so I just tried to get on net, and luckily went in.
You guys had another 2-on-1. With this kind of fast pace, you're going to look to capitalize, I assume, on those chances when you have a chance to counterattack.
Yeah, like their D are really aggressive, so we can get some odd man rushes, and we just got to make the most of them.
Henrik, thanks so much. Appreciate the time. There you go, guys. All right, so they survive it somewhat. They're down one. Could have been worse. Not too bad. We'll see how they pick it up here in the second period.
We are definitely not at Giant Center anymore here in Coachella Valley. 2-1 Firebirds. We'll take a break. Our Pepsi intermission report starts next. Tuned in the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
The Honda you want is here. So drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Celebrate an explosion of savings happening now at Marlowe Furniture. Sofas and queen beds as low as $4.99, 5-piece dining sets as low as $8.99, 6-piece power reclining sectionals as low as $14.99. Shop today and get it all with free delivery. Plus, Marlowe makes financing easy with 9 out of 10 approved in seconds. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Visit Marlowe Furniture today, where comfort meets savings since 1955.
We never thought that with Verizon, saving on the best in entertainment was going to be so easy.
Disney Bundle, Netflix, Max, now we don't miss a thing.
Before, we had to pretend we'd seen all these shows.
I mean, we're not really good actors. I found it so pure. The Pirates?
All I could do was nod and say, so good.
Season finale. No. I was on the edge of my seat.
I know,
so
me too.
good.
But now that we have Verizon, we can stop pretending.
Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, Netflix, and Max, all for just $20 a month, only on Verizon.
My turn.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey here on Fox 43. The Hershey Bears trail 2-1 to the Coachella Valley Firebirds. This is the Pepsi intermission report. Now, following Game 2, the Hershey Bears wasted no time from going the ice to the air. And let me tell you, the journey out west, a special plane turned into Bear Force One that night.
From the ice to the air in less than 3 hours.
Our goal is just to get in here as quick as possible and have the day-to-day kind of just get settled with the time change and, overall just get ready for tomorrow.
And the flight out of Harrisburg International Airport was a unique one. The New England Patriots plane became Bear Force One for the night.
A lot of guys were pretty excited to see the Patriots plane. Vec being one of them, being from Boston, he was pretty ecstatic about it, so it was pretty cool.
Late news that it was the Patriots plane, and then after a big win, driving up and seeing it, it was a really cool experience, and it's just very humbling feeling, and knowing that the organization really has our back and wants to take care of us. It was really special.
And a little after 4 hours later, touchdown in Palm Springs. After the hustle and bustle of the journey out west, the focus immediately shifted to recovery and preparation for Game 3.
Got to bed at a decent hour, and then we're able to have a light skate today, which we wanted to just get the bodies moving, and then tomorrow will be an optional practice. So it works well from a business perspective, from a hockey coach's perspective, but it's awfully nice that the commitment that they made to all of us and our families.
I'm Ryan Yee. More to come after the break. You're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43.
Get ready to do more this summer with Sheehy's Ready to Road Trip sales event. Now is the time to shop the Mid-Atlantic's largest selection. Sheehy makes car buying easy and affordable with incredible deals, like thousands off MSRP or special low-rate financing. Plus, get the most for your current vehicle when you sell or trade in. Discover how Sheehy makes car buying, trading, and servicing easy during the Ready to Road Trip sales event.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt, it's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. With Thompson Creek Windows, you'll see your utility bills go down as the summer heats up, and you can get windows now and pay later.
We do it all: design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Buy one window, get one 40% off.
Call now to save 40%.
Call 855-57 Creek now for this amazing offer.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Can you see anything different as a pill? No. You don't know?
Fentanyl is being mixed into everything now. There's only one thing that will save somebody's life. That is naloxone nasal spray.
Fentanyl, it's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
Really just all about the money.
I just didn't realize that one pill could change your whole life.
More kids should know.
Hershey School.
We are back at Coachella Valley, Acrisure Arena. It is so surreal to be back here only 1 year later. It is the first intermission. Bears down 2-1 to the Firebirds. Jun.18 joins me now. And what a strange beginning to the game. I mean, those things happen sometimes, but you wouldn't expect it to happen in Game 3 of the Calder Cup Finals. So your take on it?
Yeah, to see a lineup infraction where if it was a wrong name on the sheet that was submitted, I mean, I don't know what else could be. Bruce Boudreau had something like that happen when he coached Minnesota. It happens sometimes. It's pretty rare. Not a good time for it, and they get the goal, so you're down. And then things are happening in front of Hunter Shepard, and Max McCormick turned it into his own highlight reel there for a while. But I like the resiliency. I like the fact they were able to battle back, get the goal from Rubinski, and now it's a one-goal game as we go to the second period.
Well, and I think, look, for the guys that weren't here, the guys that were here but not on the ice, I think those first couple of minutes were important. They're out of the way now. Now it's time to settle in and play. And you mentioned Rubinski. This guy's like a Swiss Army knife as far as where you can put him in any line. He really kind of blends in. And him and Miro were excellent in the first period.
Yeah, and a little prop to Mike Vecchione there as well. I think that line was the best in the first period. I still want to see more from the top line. I still need to see more in the power play. Ethan Frank, Henrik Lapierre, Alex Limoges was on the number one line. They got to be able to generate more. They're taking way too much time and looking for shot opportunities. Todd Nelson has told me and told everybody they want more shot attempts, shot volume on the power play. They didn't do that in the first period. They've got to be better at that. And that top line, your best players, Todd, have to be your best players this time of year. And that's what you want to see in these last 40 minutes as you try and pull out a victory here in Coachella.
Typically, I would say a 2-1 game, the next goal would be super important, right? And it is. It always is. But you expect games here to kind of creep up to that 4-3 level potentially, but the Bears would love to tie this thing up instead of going down 2. Obviously, they just need to settle in, play their game a little bit more, and get some chances on Drieger because he's a little shaky in net.
Yeah, that could be. And the other thing is too, you just want to be able to withstand that first 10 minutes. I'm not sure I'd say that Hershey did that tonight, but they got through it. The game evened out. I thought the last 10 minutes were a lot better than the first 10. Just keep rolling with that and get off to a strong start here in the second period.
Not a lot of whistles, wide open hockey. Hope you're enjoying it. Late night on the East Coast. We'll be back for more Hershey Bears.
Juggling the sale of your current home while buying a new one can be a real headache. HomeLife provides a streamlined solution. Buy and sell at the same time with none of the stress and all of the certainty.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
DC is my home. I was born here, later moved to Maryland, and worked in Virginia with my dad. Some think the DMV is only about government, but we're more than that. We gather at block parties, community centers, and basketball games. From Chinatown to Old Town, from Columbia Heights to District Heights, the law firm Greenberg & Betterman has been part of the DC region for over 35 years, gratefully serving our neighbors and friends. Greenberg & Betterman. Contact us. Feel better.
Experts in harnessing technological innovations to improve financial stewardship. As a veteran-owned small business, we are powered by our core values of service to others, leadership, diversity, dependability, integrity, and grit for the welfare, defense, and security of our nation. Visit us at BlakeWilsonGroup.com.
Aaliyah Edwards just attacking. The WNBA continues to heat up with one of the summer's hottest matchups. Caitlin Clark sizing up the defense. The Washington Mystics and the Indiana Fever meet for the second time this season. Pushing, comes away with a steal. This time in Indiana.
The no-look behind the head to Edwards.
Secure your courtside seat on Monumental Sports Network. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:30 with tip-off at 7 p.m.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey from a packed Acrisure Arena. The concourses are tight here. You can barely get around trying to grab a drink in between periods. Good luck. It's wall-to-wall here. The fans are excited to see their team back in the Calder Cup Finals. And man, did Coachella Valley come out flying. But good on the Bears to find an answer, and hopefully are able to turn the tides here in this second period.
Yeah, that's exactly, Zach. You know, you watch this team, they came out flying. We knew that they were going to come out flying. I wasn't even quite expecting that, start from them. But like you said, the Bears were able to find, a way to kind of weather that, get one on the board, close that gap a little bit.
Yeah, so 2-1 now going into period number 2. We'll take a look at the highlights from that period. And, well, Coachella Valley came out flying, and they score on the power play to start. Hunter Shepard makes the save, but it gets behind him. Max McCormick, we're not quite sure what the violation was, but it was a violation on the starting lineup for Hershey. Something was wrong on the score sheet. We're not sure exactly what it was, but we rarely see that called. Max McCormick has Coachella Valley ahead 1-0. You know what? He wouldn't be done. He would add another for the Firebirds here before the period came to a close. He's a dynamic player, but the Bears come back and make it 2-1. A goal from Henrik Grabinski. He didn't get a ton on that shot. He said he almost couldn't quite handle it, but able to slide it in his fifth of the playoffs. He's been a warrior this postseason.
Yeah, you know what, Zach? I've really liked his game as of late. For him, it's he's got the speed. Obviously, you've seen what he's been able to do, through junior hockey. But he's been great. He's a guy that works his tail off. Even though he doesn't get all of it, he's able to slide that past.
And there's been some odd man rushes. The Firebirds defense is very, very aggressive. Hershey's been able to take advantage on that one. Miro Sachenko drew a penalty on the other. Bears didn't strike on the power play. They worked it around for about 1:45 of the 2 minutes before they finally got a shot on goal. But they started to turn the tides a little bit. We'll see what the second period brings. Looking forward to seeing how the Bears rise to the occasion here. I think some of the guys maybe were even a little bit more alarmed about how good Coachella Valley is in this building. Now you know what it's going to take.
Yeah, you've seen it. They've been able to weather that storm. They got out. They got one. I guarantee you, Todd Nelson went in there and said, hey, let's take a deep breath. Let it happen in front of us. We're going to get our chances. We understand the situation. Just keep working with it.
You look at the arena here in Palm Desert. The fans have packed it. Bears friends and families are here. A lot of Bears fans made the trip as well. They want to see their team come up big. Those watching late night back home, stay with us. The second period is coming up next. 2-1 Coachella Valley. Game 3. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. With Thompson Creek Windows, you'll see your utility bills go down as the summer heats up, and you can get windows now and pay later.
We do it all: design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Buy one window, get one 40% off.
Call now to save 40%.
Call 855-57 Creek now for this amazing offer.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, one of 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Leah Edwards just attacking. The WNBA continues to heat up with one of the summer's hottest matchups. Caitlin Clark sizing up the defense. The Washington Mystics and the Indiana Fever meet for the second time this season.
Pushing, comes away with a steal.
This time in Indiana.
The no-look behind the head to Edwards.
Secure your courtside seat on Monumental Sports Network. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:30 with tip-off at 7 p.m.
The second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank.
From Acrisure Arena, and a look at some of the art installations downtown Palm Springs, about 15 minutes from here. Marilyn Monroe statue outside the Palm Springs Art Museum. It's warm here, but it's a very cool area with the palm trees, the mountains. And you know what? If you like the heat, you're in for some good ones here. Todd Nelson and his team under heat in the first period of play. They give one up early. Max McCormick scores his second, but they stop the bleeding. Now they got to go to work here in this second period. They know what it's going to take. And good news, Garrett Mitchell. Jake Massey, we saw him exit a little bit early to end that period. He's back out on the bench, so the Bears can't afford any more defensive injuries. That's good to see. Massey is all right.
Yeah, no, it's great to see Massey's back, you know, and it could have been something simple. So, you know, great to see him back out there. Keep an eye on it, you know, but the Bears have a better second here.
Second period is underway, and now it stops with Hamanakto putting it out of play. For those listening on the Bears Radio Network as well as AHL TV, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. $11 o'clock back home in central Pennsylvania as we approach the witching hour. Late night hockey in the desert for the second straight year. Dump in wide of the Bears net. Hamanakto up the boards to Dylan McElrath. Hershey moving left to right, looking to clear it out of their own zone. Is forward Matt Strome. Not to an E, but to center. Trenier up sticks it forward. Now the puck back of the Coachella Valley zone with Jimmy Schultz. Reaching up the right boards. Cole Lind is there. McElrath all over him. Knocked away by the Firebirds to neutral. And it's Shore with it. Coughed it up, taken back, and Hershey with possession. And Riley Sutter, no stick. For Onavine, the Bears dumping in. Strome, high stick. There will be a penalty on the Firebirds, and Hershey goes back to the power play. 40 seconds into this period. Strome is down behind the net, and is he cut is the question. The official taking a real good look here as Cole Lind shakes his head, heads to the penalty box. Looks like just a 2-minute minor.
Yeah, you know, and that's one of those situations. Stromer comes around, he doesn't even see Lind's stick and catches him up high. You know, hopefully Stromer's okay. It looks like he's, you know, going off under his own power.
Look at the Reese's replay. That is a high stick. And all right, we saw the Bears wheel it around and maybe start to get themselves some momentum. But now somebody's got to shoot the puck here. I hate to state the obvious, but a passing clinic and a game of keep away is not going to tie the game. Sure, Todd Nelson and Nick Bootlin work for some adjustments here, looking for a lane from the top power play. And they had possession, they had time with it, but no one was able to get a shot. Bob here, the point to Snively. Behind the net, Ethan Frank is after it. He gets knocked to the ice. Dubé on the near boards, looking to come up with it. Puck to the slot, tapped away softly. Down the ice by the Firebirds, where the Bears will pick it up with Lopp here in their own zone. Snively with it, leaving it there for LaPierre, and the Bears to center ice. Henrik LaPierre can scoop. Down the near wing for Pierre Dubé. Drops it to the point. Snively had it knocked away from him, and now they're not getting anything set up. They'll have to take it back to center. Snively with it, diverts to LaPierre. Over the red line, around the check of Hayden. Sent into the feet of Dubé, pushes it behind the goal. LaPierre wins the race to it. Great job by him to Snively. Looks to center, goes back to the right side. Frank is there. Taps the wrist shot, deflection. Score! Alex Limoges! Shoot the puck! Good things happen! The redirect in front! We are tied at 2!
Yeah, Zach, that's exactly it. You start shooting that puck from the top, seams are going to open up, and great job by Alex Limoges here. He's standing right in front of, Drieger. He doesn't see it. He gets a great tip on it up over top of his glove, and, now we're at a tie game here.
Ethan Frank elects to take the wrister. I thought he was passing it initially. Limoges from the net front with the redirect to make it 2-2. His fourth of the Calder Cup playoffs. And 3 of them have come on the power play. Hershey on the man advantage early second period. We are even again, and we begin anew here at Acrisure Arena. The Firebirds came out flying. All that hubbub about they're excited to come home in the start. It was as advertised for them, but Hershey is not going to let Coachella Valley just run away with this thing. It's just kind of the temperament here. The fans have been very, very spoiled with how good it is. I was walking the one of the players' girlfriend's fan telling her, "Oh, this one's over." It's just kind of the tone it is here, but you can never count this Bears team out.
Well, like you talked about, they've been so spoiled. Come in the league, your first year you go right to the finals. Second year you go right to the finals again. That's a pretty rare situation to come in and do it back-to-back. So, they've had seen some good hockey, but now it's, the Bears have had a great second period here so far.
So the next shift after a goal always important. Henrik Rubinski out of the ice. He's been great. The puck shot in behind the Bears net. Hunter Shepard guarding the goal to the left. He's played them all here in these playoffs. Not free of the blue line. Miro Stachenko to center ice, 2-on-2. Rubinski to Mike Vecchione. Trying to hit the trailer. McElrath joining. Now look out. Coachella Valley to center. Melanson left wing to McCormick. Tries to center. Melanson shoots. Glove save by Shepard. It falls down, and it's underneath him looking around. He barely is able to keep that out. And Shore crashing hard into the boards behind the net. But a big response from Hunter Shepard as we go end-to-end on our Reese's replay. A great save by the Bears netminder.
Yeah, his reaction time, Zach, is just, it's second to none. You see that quick glove hand that he has, and it's, he kind of, that shows you exactly why, he was the goaltender of the year in the American Hockey League.
Shepard with the stop as Coachella Valley in transition. That night it came on the power play. Sutter off the face-off to Strome, tapped into the middle. No one's there, but one-handed to center. Good recovery by Chase Prisky. Coachella Valley dumps it back in. The end boards are very active, and Shepard knows that now. You saw him knock that puck away. He was ready for him. Last year, Coachella had a goal off those end boards. Shepard was making sure in practice yesterday to play the angles and relearn the boards here. Firebirds to center ice. Puck picked up, looking for Jun.18 instead on the left wing. Brought Morrison, a shot. Shepard backing in. Is able to make the save and hang on. And knocked down, and Shepard with the stop. And a face-off to his right. And no further play here. 17-14 left in the second.
Yeah, and you see, Coachella is just their team. As soon as that puck gets into the neutral zone, if it's a high flip, they're looking to come. And they're looking to come with 4 guys. So, like the Bears have done so far here in the second, understand you got to pick up that trailer, and try to even that up.
Draw to the right of Shepard. It'll be LaPierre out on the ice. And Frank helps make that goal happen, but looking for this first line to come up with a big rush for Hershey. And get some time in the offensive zone. A lot of skill. Hendrix LaPierre leading the way in points in the Calder Cup playoffs. Still looking for him to continue to elevate his game. Such a good skater. Such a dominant player at this level. He'll be a full-time NHLer next year, no doubt about that. Pull in. Brings it over the blue line down the right wing for the Firebirds. A wrist shot wide of Shepard. It's the back glass, and it's Osipov up the boards. Knocked to the line, kept by Olafson, and a bouncing shot. Shepard steers it aside. Hershey clearing it up the middle of the ice. One thing the Firebirds have done a good job not giving Hershey easy exits out of their own zone. Something that they've been very successful at for most of the year. Student with his speed gets there ahead of Osipov. Back of the Firebirds. To the right point, Lynn gets to Carrick, looking in front, wide of the goal. Frank first on it, has Snively up ice. He'll fling it there for a foot race. Eric sees it go between his skates, and Snively hits him into the boards and falls down behind the net. 16-16 to go, second period. Lind on the tip in, no icing. Mohamed Octel to take it left corner. Dylan McElrath with the puck. Shots 13-10 in favor of Coachella Valley. The Bears captain was raising the cup last June in this building. Mohamed Octel turned it over, and here come the Firebirds right to left. Left boards. Morrison pulls up a drive to the net off the post in the end. Coachella Valley gets the lead back. Leighton Road. And his second Calder Cup playoff game as his first Calder Cup playoff goal. Coachella Valley has made this a 3-2 contest. They're back in front.
Yeah, great job there. They get the puck through. It goes off the post, and then you talk about a great job by Leighton Road there, and he's able to bat that out of midair, right before Shep's able to get it turned around and catch that off the post.
Yeah, the second swipe out of midair once, and then the second one was what knocked it over the line. And Coachella Valley back in. There's a look at it. Shepard trying to dive back. And a turnover on neutral ice. So we talk about those self-inflicted errors for Hershey. There's one there that winds up in the back of the net. Road, who came in out of Bemidji State. White Bear Lake native from Minnesota, just 21 years of age. Signed as a free agent. It's the goal as Shepard makes another save on a quick wrist shot. Now it's up to the Bears to go back to work. Behind this game quickly, but Coachella Valley has gone right back and putting the pedal to the metal. One shot, Shepard will stick it aside into the safety net for a whistle. Road came in at the end of the year, 5 games played. He had 1 goal, 1 assist. He has not looked out of place at all. Jake Massey just knocked down Melanson, who's gotten under the skin. There's Dan Bilesma, the incoming coach of the Seattle Kraken. His team in front, 3-2.
Yeah, we talk about that, Zach. Just self-inflicted wounds. Their team off transition, they're going to come, and we continue to talk about it, and almost every single shift here that they're going to come. They're going to understand that the Bears have to understand that they got to come back with 3 guys. You can't.
Face off to the left of Shepard, knocked down and picked up by Mike Vecchione to center ice, and he'll tap it in behind the net. Vecchione after it, throws a heavy hit. Hershey looking for the response. They've had it twice, but they got to eventually stop playing from behind. Winterton darting in. Wrist shot stopped by Shepard off the right pad. Coachella Valley just firing everything now. A headman feed. Bouncing puck too far for Rubinski. Drieger comes out, pops it away from him. And makes the right play on that one. The Firebirds to center. We're back down behind the Bears net, backhanded by Dylan McElrath. At his center ice, it's Mike Vecchione with it across to Rubinski. 3-on-3 with Coachella Valley. Getting a man back. Hershey will just dump it in behind the net with Rubinski after it. McElrath sticks it aside to center McCormick. Guides it loose to the red line. 3-2 Firebirds with a Penn State Health scoreboard. Backhanded in by Strome and cut down by Schultz. Jimmy Schultz to center ice. McElrath steps up with a hit, but Coachella Valley with the puck. Mohamed Octel pinned into the boards by John Hayden. Now back to center, and Schultz, Coachella Valley running it in offensively behind the net of Shepard. Mohamed Octel with a big handle on the Fireboards. It's Strome to center. Knocks it free. Bears looking for a tying goal. Right now stuck in neutral, having to turn back to their own zone. Mohamed Octel off balance to McElrath. Puck blew up on him. Hayden trying to steal it. Mohamed Octel to safety. And the Bears still can't get it out. Kept in. Shore in the slot. Right wing. Snaps a shot. Right pad saved by Shepard. Knocked away, and suddenly he is under heavy duress. Strome to center will shoot it in with the latest goal. The Firebirds starting to take this game over here. The Bears still with them, down by just 1 with 13:50 to go in the second period. Coachella Valley up to 19 shots. They've had the last 6. Right, lost it at center. LaPierre on the steal. Driving in left wing with a step. He shoots, stick save. Drieger the rebound there. Drieger will pull it back before anyone in white can get there. The whistle goes with 13:38 left in the second. A tying goal for Alex Limoges on the power play, but Leighton Road gets one back for Coachella Valley. And Shepard's been busy. 3-2, the Firebirds in front. Take a break and be back. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup.
When a child is sick, there's one thing they need. A really big cookie.
Welcome to RMHC.
And parents of sick children have tons of decisions to make. Like movie night, game night, or should we finish that book tonight? We don't perform surgeries, just talent shows. We're not big on poking sticks and beeping machines, but we're the best at playing dress up. Well, we have a few beeping machines. We think the Tooth Fairy should travel everywhere, And while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. We don't provide treatment, but we do provide dogs. And we throw some really good parties. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
Second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank. Dream big, bank smart. With Garrett Mitchell and Todd Sadowski, I'm Zach Fish. It's 3-2 Coachella Valley. The teams have traded goals here in the second period of play. 1:29 in. Alex Lemos scoring his fourth of the playoffs from Ethan Frank and Joe Snively on the power play. Leighton Rhodes first of the Calder Cup playoffs, the first in his young career in the postseason from Riker Evans, as well as picking up an assist on that goal, Jacob Melanson. Firebirds fans see their team grab the lead. Off the face-off to the right of Drager, it's knocked around behind the goal. And picked back up to center, where Coachella Valley will shoot it to the Bears' blue line. Massey missed it. Brought in left wing right. Shot stopped by Shepard off the chest protector. The rebound cleared away. And picked back up along the right wing. Shot to the goal wide of Shepard. And suddenly he is heavily busy. Puck rolling wide of him to the corner from right. Beneath the goal line. Chase Prisky with the puck up the left wing. Gets the puck to LaPierre at center. Ethan Frank has it and dumps it in behind the goal. Drieger settles it down, leaves it in the trapezoid, and no one in particular. His teammates pick it up. Firebirds have a lane to center. Octel defending. 3 wide over the blue line. Student each from the left circle. Off the glove of Shepard. The rebound wide of the goal. Frank falling down. Help break that up. Rare rebound given up by Shepard. That shot deflected up and out of play. And you can feel Coachella Valley after that road goal. Dan Bilesman's team has turned it up another level. And right now, Hunter Shepard, he needs a drink of water and a breath because they've been all over.
Yeah, not only, Zach, do they play quick through the neutral zone, they're relentless on the forecheck. You know, they're a team. They're just going to keep coming and coming and coming, and they come in waves. So we talked about it, but it's okay. You know, the Bears can chip pucks, and it's okay to, for that puck to end up in the neutral zone. You can skate into it. You're going to end up with, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s going the other way.
Firebirds have doubled up the Bears in the shots on goal category. And it's Pierrick Dubé with it, getting the puck. Logan Day at center, up the middle, off the foot of Dubé, and knocked back away. Road to handle it. Bouncing puck, collects it, and shot in behind the net of Shepard. He'll leave it there. Bears goaltender drops off to Day, and Hershey to center ice. Huntington to Limoges, in his feet, collects it, darting in. Closed on by Schultz, no one around him. Coachella Valley takes it away, and Henman behind his own net. Up the near boards. Huntington throws a check. The Bears steal it. Dubé behind the goal. Looks to center. Broken up behind the net by Henman. The center iceman makes a good play. And beneath the goal line, Coachella Valley survives that threat. And they transition to offense. Up the left wing. In the offensive zone, Melanson. Edged out the defensive play, McElrath. And the Bears grab the puck back. So good offense starts from good defense. Hershey stuck on just 11 shots on goal. An early goal that you thought might turn the tides here in this second. But it has just woken up the Firebirds even more. They're up by 1 here in Game 3. The series tied at 1 apiece. McElrath to center. Tip forward. Vecchione to Miro Snachenko. He darts around behind the goal. Took the hit to make the play. Comes up with the puck. Sends it to the point. See if Hershey can get the rotation set up. Shot from Prisky. Wide the goal. Osipov up the right wing. Looks for a helping hand from Rabinski swooping in. And the puck along the glass. Swatted at, but Coachella Valley right to left to center. Hughes drops it on off. Brought in over the blue line by Fleury. With space to Hughes. Left circle. Osipov down. Bounce to the net. From the ice, deflecting it on goal. And Shepard the save on Morrison's chance. Hershey clears it. Coachella Valley with it to center ice. Brought in, quick start back over the blue line. Shore up the slot, sends it right wing. Off the bench is Evans. Good pickpocket by Jake Massey. And beneath the goal line, Riley Sutter fends off the hit, wearing the AHL sweater with Ness injured. Out of the lineup once again, no Aaron Ness for Hershey. Got their defensive core is hurt. Off beneath the goal line, Massey defending well. Sutter comes in and throws the Firebird to the boards. Now McCormick down. Fans screaming for a call as McCormick gives it back. Strome to knocked away.
Yeah, just a little bit disconnected there, Zach, the last little bit for the Bears.
Steal by Trinier. He walks it in, and an errant pass right on cue, Garrett. Now Matt Strome, who was open on the left wing. Sutter, though, gets it. Blue line, Hamanaktel. His slap shot knocked away. Fans letting the officials know what they think, as the Firebirds haven't had a penalty since that violation on the score sheet to start the game. Trinier was out there. We're talking to a few folks here. Haven't had a chance to share this. I got about 10 different texts from 10 different people. Trinier was out there. Rabinski, I believe, was on the score sheet, and that was wrong, and that's why. And that's the Firebirds caught him on it. It's a rarely thing that we've seen called, but fortunately hurts the Bears in the long run. Up here, the dump, and that came up high on the linesman. Puck brought in behind the net. 3-2 Hershey trying to tie the game with LaPierre. Their first real threat in a while. Back behind the net looking for Limoges or Frank. Frank will knock it free. Top side Logan Dang with some room. Sends it across. Osipov pinned on it. And knocked into the Bears bench where McElrath will glove it. 9:29 to go. We'll check in with Todd when we return. Take a break and be back. Coachella Valley has really ramped it up here. 3-2 leaders in Acrisure Arena, the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
When we started this company, we had to look deep and find what is most important: our customers, our co-workers, and our community. We built a reputation based on a strong work ethic and friendly, highly trained technicians who take pride in their work, providing a level of service that you just don't see anymore. Since 1979, Crop Metcalf has been home of the 5-star technician. So right now, call or go online and see what real customer service means.
Is the one with 5 stars.
Konsadowski is ice level. It's 3-2 Coachella Valley, and Hunter Shepard in your neck of the woods has been very busy here in this second period, Todd, keeping the Bears within one.
No doubt. One of the things to look for is Coachella Valley is putting it in spots where he can't control the rebounds as well. Up high off the chest, low from a side angle. It's been a little bit more difficult for Hunter to control his rebounds, and they're trying to pounce on that second effort.
We will see if the Bears can shift things their direction here in the final 9:29 here of this second period. We're halfway through an offensive zone draw for Hershey. But LaPierre looking at front. Knocks the puck free out of the reach of Snively. McElrath cutting over at the right point. Close shot deflected wide of Chris Krieger. Coachella Valley behind the net. Hershey's top line on the ice. Frank with the steal for a moment. Knocked free of the blue line. LaPierre will skate it back to center ice. Reverses it there and flips it across. Frank trying to knock it away, but Olesen takes it. And the defenseman, one of the returners for this Coachella Valley team that dropped the Calder Cup last year to Hershey in 7 games. Looking for revenge, brings it forward. Taken away by Snively, one hands it ahead. And just not formulating the way the Bears want here in this second period after the goal.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit off. The passes are a little bit ahead and, in the skates of the guys that are breaking out. And it makes it tough. When you can't break that puck out cleanly, it makes it extremely tough to play quickly.
LaPierre and McElrath along the boards. It comes behind the net to Henman. Met there by Hamanaktel. They're able to cut away from him. Out front to McElrath. Knocks it to Dubé. One hand on his stick. Eric Dubé from the red line will sky it in behind the net. Chip and chase for Hershey. He can't gain control though. The Firebirds look to break to center. Student each with it. Cross rink. 3-2. Coachella Valley in front. The latest goal from Leighton Road. It didn't even start this series. Andrew Podorowski injured. Road has come in. Limoges to center has a goal this period for Hershey. Down the right wing. Send it across. Open there is Dubé. Shoots wide of the net. Off the back glass. Oh, a glorious chance on the pass from right to left. But Dubé flings it wide.
Yeah, there's some space there. Great pass to, great patience there by Limoges to get it over to him. And he's got that patience that he's able to make that extra little play.
Shot in the glove of Shepard and no rebound from the Bears goaltender. He hangs on as we get a look at that Dubé chance. No, Drieger actually get a piece of that there on that replay, and better look at that. We just heard the rattle off the back window. Our view from this vantage point is partially obstructed on that far side of the ice, but Drieger did make the save on that, so credit to the Coachella goaltender.
Yeah, and Dubé's a guy that can score from that spot. You know, we've seen him be able to snap that puck, over a goaltender's shoulder and put that in a spot that's difficult for them to have.
Logan Day off the face-off win for Hershey will reverse it behind the net. There is Miroslnichenko to lift to center. Bouncing puck, Grabinski has it. Trying to split the defense. Knocked into by Carrick. Puts it back of the goal, but the guys in blue still with the puck. Coachella Valley to center. Files Maswan to neutral. Intercepted. Miroslnichenko has it. Darting in. Takes it wide. Put in front. Off the body. Comes the blue line. Day. His shot deflects. Up and out of play. A scrambly play. But for Hershey, they get a look. They're starting to try to get things back in their direction after that media timeout and a long chat. Todd Nilsson with his team.
Yeah, and you know what, Zach, watching this right now, you see that they're trying to reach for pucks, poke them by, create that odd man rush coming down on Hunter Shepard. And that's where you kind of can expose them. And we just saw that, Logan Day's able to get that puck through and create a little bit of havoc in front of Drieger.
Sutter, Strome, and Trinyev out on the ice for Hershey. And Riley Sutter chucked out of the face-off circle as he jumped too early, so Strome will have to come in and take it instead. Shepard now up to 22 saves on 25 shots. Drieger surrendered 2 on 13. They got to continue to put pucks on net of Drieger. Tom Octel with a shove on Hayden at center. Draws the Boobers back out here at Acrisure Arena. It's Prisky behind his own net. Up the middle to Matt Strome. Knocks it forward along the right wing. He'll backhand it in. And in the feet of Schulter. Couldn't find it. Trinyev puts the pressure on him. And the Bears have the puck momentarily, but McCormick intercepts it, clears it to center ice. Here come the Firebirds. John Hayden looks to the middle. Knocked it towards the goal. Wide to Shepard. Onavainen jumped into the play. Got a couple helpers in game number 1, but it's Sutter, the Game 3 hero last year. Center ice. See what he's got in the tank in Game 3 this year. Helped in by Strome. Trinyev behind the net by himself. Throws a hit to delay the Firebirds outlet. Allows the Bears to change, but Coachella Valley to center. 6:30 left here. Period 2. Onavainen to the net. Around McElrath. Good takeaway. LaPierre. He helped out. Now he goes to offense. Sends it to Frank. With speed down the right wing. Around right. Cuts to the net. Wraps it behind the goal. Trying to throw it in front. Blocked away, but it's Snively on the right board. Speed killing there for the Bears. McElrath. Left point. Jake Massey's wrist shot. Drieger the save with a blocker. Bears recover the puck. Now they're on fire here. Hershey with it. LaPierre from the deep slot. They got it set up. Jake Massey. Ethan Frank left corner. Snively being hassled in front. Puck to the blue line. McElrath there. Frank wants it. Couldn't get it to him. They go to Massey instead. Wrist shot deflected wide of the goal. Bears looking to tie it with LaPierre. No stick for a Firebird at the point. That's Lynn who hits McElrath. LaPierre walks in. Still with the puck. Knocked away from him. To Jake Massey. Intense pressure for the Bears. Outside wrister deflected down. Blues puck for Frank. Swatted away in the corner. Coachella Valley trying to clear it. Frank knocks him out of midair and keeps it in. Lynn had no stick, so he couldn't get it out. And the Bears still after it to the corner. Snively falls down. With a puck there for the taking. LaPierre with it. Wearing him down. Centers to Dubé. His shot. High and wide this time for sure. Off the glass, and Day can't keep it in. And puck comes to center. And Logan will have to dump it back in, but long changes in the second. Hershey's offside. They have to tag up. Great look for the Bears, but they can't connect.
Yeah, great shift there by that top line, Zach. And we talk about the speed, and there is exactly, their game is playing with speed, winning those battles down low.
Ossipov missed it. Coachella Valley now on offense. Evans from the point, back behind the goal. Getting away is Morrison. Cuts to the net. Knocked loose behind the net again. Studenic on the right corner with Melanson in front. Right point, a slapper saved by Shepard off his stick. Comes free to Ossipov. Maneuvers it backhand to the line. Here come the Firebirds again. Fleury hit by Lemos. Coachella Valley still in possession. Up by a goal. Huntington on the takeaway. Couldn't get it out. Logan Day up the near boards. Rushing over. Flings it down the ice, but too far. That's icing. And some tired Bears will have to stay out with 4:22 left in the second. As the team straight chances.
Yeah, this is where you just go back and take a big deep breath and try to find those legs. And when you get tired in a situation like this, it's all about what's between your ears there. You got to play smart hockey. Understand you chip that puck out. You get a line change. You don't have to make that play skating it out.
4:22 left here in the second period. Draw to the left of Hunter Shepard. Knocked back behind the goal. Day up the boards. Dubé jumped in front of Schultz. Read that play well. Hughes to center. Tap to Shepard, who knocks it aside with his goal stick to the corner. On the blue line, Schultz, wrist shot, stick saved by Shepard, out to the top of the crease. Deflected that one away. Beneath the goal line, Hughes ramps it in front, comes free right side, score! Winterton up and the Firebirds take advantage after the Bears ice the puck. Tired players out, Ryan Winterton has restored Coachella Valley's 2-goal lead. 4-2, Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Yeah, and Winterton's been a guy throughout this series. He scored some big goals, and that's a beautiful goal by him. He waits out Shep, and he's able to put that right underneath the connection and in. On a heck of a shot there by Winterton.
Tired group out, couldn't get the puck out. Took the icing and away from Huntington, and Owen picks up Winterton on the back post, who took a step back and elevates up and in. He has been fantastic in these playoffs for the Firebirds, and the Bears down by 2 again. After evening the score early in the second period, beg your pardon. Firebirds have taken this game back over outside of that one. Real good shift for Hershey. Rhodes in now. Threw it in front, knocked away. And Vecchione will tap to Rabinski at center. The Bears aren't going to give up. 3:40 left in this period. Love to get one before it ends. Hayden to center. 2-5 for Rode. And it's Prisky in his own zone. Almanac tip. And into the points along the near wing. And he'll knock it on back to the defensive end and Prisky. Chase Prisky waits behind his own net. And guns it to center. Vecchione leaves it to Henrik Rabinski in the offensive zone. Vecchione shot stopped by Drieger. Giant rebound. Prisky from the point. No shooting lane available. He'll take it wide of the goal. Prisky tries to center. Broken up by Coachella Valley. And here they come on offense. Student needs to center. Over the blue line. Miro Stachenko back defending. Right wing. Lynn doesn't shoot it. Now he does. Shepard slides over his left. Makes the save. Thrown in front again. Shepard the stop. And rolled his side to the corner. Bears can't get it out. Evans on the keep-in. Wrist shot blocked by Trinier. And behind the goal, this Coachella Valley team on home ice is on a different level. Wheeled the net front. Student each around the world. His shot blocked. Knocked down. Spinning chance. Shepard got a piece on the ice. It'll be icing on Hershey. And they breathe a sigh of relief that it's not 5-2.
Yeah, it's great job by Hunter Shepard there. He's just trying to fight through the battle in front of the net and just get a piece of it. And he's able to sprawl out, get his left leg on that puck. And you talk about it. They're relentless in the offensive zone, make it extremely difficult for the Bears to break that puck out. And it comes down to battles on the wall. The Bears got to do a better job of just getting that puck to the neutral zone. Live to fight another day. Get that puck. It has to be 2 feet over. And you just reset after that.
Face-off done unfairly. We will try it again. Rabinski and McCormick on the draw. And now it's Rabinski that jumps in. He'll be thrown out. Nope, he's fine. He'll be brought back to the circle. A little confusion with Henrik Rabinski. McCormick wins it after all that. Blue line, Coachella Valley leading 4-2 on the Penn State L scoreboard here in Game 3 of the Calder Cup Finals. Bears made it 2-2 early this frame. The Firebirds have responded with a pair. They've doubled up Hershey in shots, 30-15 in this game. Schultz from the left point. Shepard, a glove save. He'll hang on. Massey, he's going to get a penalty here for that. Knocking down Henman, who lost his helmet. Osipov is on top of a Firebird. Coachella Valley to the power play, it looks like, but we'll wait to see what comes out of this. Henman got belted by Massey, and the referee immediately said he was going to the box. We'll see if we get any more when we return. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the second period. 4-2 Firebirds. This is the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
Celebrate an explosion of savings happening now at Marlowe Furniture. It's your choice. Save 60% off plus free delivery, or shop now and pay later with 60 months no interest financing plus free delivery. Great discounts on all living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Save 60% off plus free delivery, or shop now and pay later with 60 months no interest financing plus free delivery. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Visit Marlowe Furniture today, where comfort meets savings since 1955.
Get ready to do more this summer with Sheehy's Ready to Road Trip sales event. Now is the time to shop the Mid-Atlantic's largest selection. Sheehy makes car buying easy and affordable with incredible deals, like thousands off MSRP or special low-rate financing. Plus, get the most for your current vehicle when you sell or trade in. Discover how Sheehy makes car buying, trading, and servicing easy during the Ready to Road Trip sales event.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
Firebirds fans are making noise. Their team ahead 4-2 and headed to the power play. Jake Massey knocking down Luke Henman with a cross check after the whistle. They call him for high sticking at 17:52. And Coachella Valley will head to the power play. The draw will go outside the zone because Coachella's defense engaged in that scrum. Critical to kill this off and go into the third down by a pair and take your chances that you can come back from a 2-goal deficit like you have once already with limited time left.
Yeah, and we've seen, the ability for the Bears to score through the third period there. And, you don't want to leave it to that, but right now this is a huge kill for Hershey right now. Get into the period, like you said, only down 2.
So Coachella Valley goes to the power play for the second time tonight. They're 1 for 1 on the McCormick goal that came back on the incorrect starting lineup. Minor on Hershey right from the get-go. Cleared all the way down by the Bears behind the net of Coachella Valley. And the Firebirds picking up here. The man advantage, looking for one that would put them really in control of this game going into the third. Dropped off Morrison, leaves it there. Brought in out of Iden. On the left wing, McCormick to the point. Sutter puts the pressure on. Free to the left side. Evans with it. Across. To the right wing. Strom is out there. He's had some good chances short-handed. He's worried about the kill right now, but putting pressure up top to Evans. That boards, Lynn to the middle, intercepted by Sutter off the stick. Morrison is fire center. 1:10 left of the Massey penalty, 1:18 left second period. Coachella Valley 4-2 leaders here in Game 3, looking to take a 2-1 series lead. Games 4 and 5 also in their building. Firebirds in on the left wing. It's McCormick near boards, knocking it to Evans. Center point now. Right to the left side. Shepard was down, but Morrison couldn't shoot it. Shepard was nowhere near position, trying to slide over, but McElrath had it blocked. And Sutter to clear it.
Yeah, and Sutsi and Stromer do such a great job there up top on the pressure and rotating through, taking that away. So a great job by those two on the PK.
Morrison in, down the left wing. Firebirds with 45 of the period. McCormick to the blue line. No shot from Evans. Sends it right wing for the bumper spot. Saved by Shepard with a right pad to beauty. Then cleared by McElrath. Great setup by the Firebirds. Better saved by Hunter Shepard, who's up to 28 stops.
Yeah, great save there by Shep. He's able to kick that out, far enough past Coachella's second layer, and Mac's able to clear that all the way down the ice.
15 left of the power play, 20 left of the period. Shorel on the right wing. Hits it in the corner, around the boards, up the near wing. Dane couldn't get there. Kept in by Carrick. Center point. Right side, Firebirds will set it up to Carrick. Left wing, 8 left of the period. His shot, shielded away. The blocker saves Shepard. Massey out of the box, too far for him. And down the ice as Day gets smoked. And icing called on Hershey with 2.4 left in the second period. The relentless Firebirds are going to go to the dressing room with the lead. One last face-off before the period comes to a close.
Yeah, we continue to talk about just the relentless pressure that they put in the offensive zone here, Zach, and it makes it extremely difficult to break those pucks out. And we talk about the Bears. It's you got to understand you can chip that puck to the neutral zone. It doesn't always have to go through the middle of the ice.
One last draw here in this period. The shots are 33-15. Coachella Valley heavily skewed in their favor. 23 shots here in this second period. I have not seen the Bears have a period like that where they've just let their team, the opponent, have a shooting gallery. Osipov will clear it off the face-off, and it's a 2-goal deficit for Hershey going into the dressing room. They're down by 1 to start the end of the first period. Starting this frame down by a goal. They tied it. Coachella Valley adds a pair. We believe we'll hear from Todd and a member of the Bears on the bench coming up in just a moment. As our intermission report to come. 4-2, Coachella Valley in front. They have not lost this year in the playoffs in this building. They have not lost when leading after 2 periods of play. The Bears have come back from down 2 once on them before tonight. Coachella Valley leading 4-2 going into the third with 33 shots in the second period. Hershey Bears hockey was brought to you by Orrstown Bank here on Fox 43, your trusted community bank since 1919. Konsadowski, Bears are looking for some answers here going into the third. Alex Limoges got them a goal on the power play. He's standing by with Todd.
Look, Alex, it's the same teams, same players, but it feels like a different game. How different of a style or the pace has it been so far in Game 3 from Games 1 and 2?
Yeah, it's been pretty fast. They're rallying behind their home crowd, and they're providing great energy, and so we just need to find a way to get back to our game and handle the puck.
You guys score one on the power play. Didn't get a lot of shots on your first go-round in the first period. What was the talk at the intermission, and then on your goal, talk about how Frankie got it in there and you tipped it in?
Yeah, we just need to get back to keeping it simple and bringing things to the net. The first one we didn't really have a chance, but now we're just trying to shoot.
33 shots for the Firebirds there in the first two periods. How do you relieve some of the pressure on Shep?
Keep playing behind them and get our forecheck to work.
Thanks a lot. Good luck in the third period. Thanks. Appreciate the time. All right, guys, so it's 4-2. They're down 2. They got to come out. It's gonna take some goals to catch up with this thing, so they might have to open things up offensively. Shep standing on his head a little bit back there, like I mentioned. A lot of shots coming at him at different angles, so control those rebounds and see what happens here coming up in the last 20 minutes.
Hunter Shepard has kept the Bears in this game. I'll see if they can reward him in the third. Take a break and be back. When we return, our intermission report continues. Fox 43's Ryan Yee will join us next. 4-2 Coachella Valley, the 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or get 4,000 purchase cash or professional grade GMC.
25 years ago, when I was just a boy, I couldn't imagine a world where cancer was a curable disease. Thanks to research funded by the Prostate Cancer Foundation, all that is changing.
I've had prostate cancer.
My dad had it, which means now I'm at a greater risk.
For a long time, cancer was one step ahead.
Now, the Prostate Cancer Foundation's research is delivering new treatments to patients all the time.
It's more time with family and rounds with good friends.
And that's more golf with my dad.
That's more chances to take you down. Join us as we finally take the lead over cancer and put this game behind us once and for all. The Prostate Cancer Foundation, they're saving lives.
I beat it, and so can you. To get ahead of the game, go to pcf.org to learn more.
Back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey right here on Fox 43. It is 4-2 after 2 periods of play here in Palm Desert. Now, both teams, 2 teams, the same teams, back here 1 year later. The Hershey Bears making history in 2023. Todd Sadowski has more on the return trip for the Hershey Bears to Coachella Valley.
It's not exactly a welcoming environment for opponents, unless you're the Hershey Bears.
The last time I walked down the ramp that we came in, we had a trophy, so it was a lot of good memories coming back in here, but a lot of anxious memories too, knowing that the first 2 games there was no fun times here. It's a little mixed emotions, but definitely walking back in the locker room, it was a nice feeling.
When the players walked into Acrisure Arena, they say they experienced some deja vu. Definitely jogged some incredible memories, looking into the far corner where Mike Vecchione scored the Game 7 championship winner.
A couple of guys were saying you could convince us that we didn't even leave. You know, we remember it just like yesterday, obviously, and it's exciting. So we got a new group, some new faces that are excited to get back to work and play a few more games.
Actually, it really is rare. This is a first for me. You know, so 2 franchises meet twice in the year in the finals. That's a very rare thing, and it just says a lot about both organizations.
Last year's championship moment in this building is behind them. They have a chance to create a new one as they face off with the Firebirds 3 times in the desert. We'll be back with more Hershey Bears playoff hockey after this.
Every business is special to its owners, clients, and community. But your business is specialized, so at Sandy Spring Bank, you have a banker and team devoted to you. We know the ins and outs of the many industries here in the DMV. We'll customize your solutions, whether it's financing and acquisition, commercial mortgage, or equipment. Because ultimately, business banking is personal. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
You need to find something to do outside of this house.
No, I just need a deed.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?
Hi, I'm Dr. Andy Holzman of Holzman Laser Vision. If you've ever considered LASIK, you should know not all laser centers are the same. Here at Holzman Laser Vision, we first determine you are a perfect fit for LASIK, and only then we'll provide you the best procedure available to help you see like you've never seen before. Experience the Holzman difference and schedule your comprehensive consultation today.
Seeing is believing at Holzman Laser Vision. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
Your Washington Wizards have the #2 pick in the NBA draft, and it's time to party. Join us June 26th at Capital One Arena for our 2024 draft party presented by Robinhood to find out who will be the next great #2 pick in Wizards history. The party starts at 6:30 p.m., and the first 1,500 fans will receive a free draft party t-shirt and pennant flag courtesy of Robinhood. Don't miss autographs, a summer sale, a kids zone, and more. Claim your free ticket at WashingtonWizards.com/draft party.
It's Game 3 of the Calder Cup Finals. The Hershey Bears down 4-2 to the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Jun.18 joins me now, and they've given up 33 shots. I'm not going to sit here and look for too many bright spots, other than to say they're seeing everything that Coachella Valley can throw at them. They are in the game offensively. They had some good possessions, John, and I think there's a blueprint for what they want to do. Whether or not they can continue to do that, we'll find out in the third period.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple of good things. I think Ethan Frank's involved with a lot of it. Getting the power play goal early in the period, that was important just to feel a little bit better about the power play. I think Ethan at 5-on-5 was pretty good too. He used his speed, generated some chances, and I saw him go to the front of the net. But you're right, you can't give up 23 shots in a period and expect to win. And Coachella right now is bringing a house. They're killing them on second chances in front. They're getting the shots from anywhere, and they're be able to exploit the Bears defense, being able to get those second, sometimes third chances. Hunter Shepard's been great. I think he's been able to keep the puck largely out of the net, and he has been under duress. Hopefully they've got a way to try and move that the other direction, get the forwards going in the third period.
Yeah, I was watching Hunter he was closest to me for that period, and as I mentioned during the period, I mean, they're hitting him high, they're hitting him low from side angles, so he's having trouble with the rebound control. But right now, let's just keep it out of the net. You know what I mean? And from there, just survive and continue to keep his team in the game. Offensively, counterattacks, your guys got to do something. Hendricks LaPierre, I think we look for him to open it up a little bit. Alex Lemoche had a nice period, had a nice pass across to Pierre Dubé. So some things are happening, but just like they did in Game 2, they got to capitalize on the chances that they get, and they have to put it in the back of the net to keep up.
You got to start from your own zone. It's got to start with a D, breaking out the puck. You've got to make that first pass out of the zone and get the forwards going. Forwards have got to do their job too. They've got to be able to take the pressure off the defense. They're really seeing a lot of rubber the other way. Take some of the heat off the guys. Having the three guys that the Bears have out of the lineup obviously hurts. But if you can play the puck out of the zone, get the forwards going, and the top line especially, yeah, LaPierre, but others, all lines have got to be able to get more going in on Chris Drieger. Do that, and you've got a chance getting a couple of goals and making this a game yet.
The championship finals is a best of 7. Sometimes a game that you saw the other day is completely different now. So we're in Coachella Valley. We see if the Bears can keep up. In period number 3, we'll be back with more Hershey Bears playoff hockey after this.
It's the coolest sale of the year, announcing Oarsman's Make This the Summer event. Temperatures may be rising, but the prices are falling on Jeep's best sellers. Right now, save up to $12,500 off MSRP on a 2024 Jeep Compass Latitude Luxe 4x4. And you'll receive Oarsman's exclusive Lifetime Edge with up to $1,500 in unexpected extras. You've got it made in the shade during Oarsman's Make This the Summer event. Oarsman Chrysler Dodge Jeep, let's ride together.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Here at Southbound and Kramer, we try to connect the community to the farm. When we took over from Mom and Dad, the bank that they worked with had been with us for 15 years, and they kind of stagnated. M&T Bank came, they were gung-ho like we were gung-ho. They're vibrant, they want to work with us, and that's the partnership we need, because when we have the ideas and the things that need to happen, we need somebody that'll partner with us and move with us. They're committed to us like we're committed to them.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Qualified lessees can get this Silverado for around $449 a month. Or current Chevy owners get $7,850 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Your Washington Wizards have the number 2 pick in the NBA draft, and it's time to party. Join us June 26th at Capital One Arena for our 2024 draft party presented by Robinhood to find out who will be the next great number 2 pick in Wizards history. The party starts at 6:30 p.m., and the first 1,500 fans will receive a free draft party t-shirt and pennant flag courtesy of Robinhood. Don't miss autographs, a summer sale, a kids zone, and more. Claim your free ticket at WashingtonWizards.com/draft party.
Valley Firebirds lead the Hershey Bears 4-2. Going into the third period, the Bears will need a comeback tonight to try to take the series lead. We're tied at 1 in the Calder Cup Finals in this best of 7 with Garrett Mitchell. I'm Zach Fish, and you know what? We saw the first period, the Firebirds come out. They score twice right away. The Bears make it a 1-goal game. They score early in the second to tie it. You're thinking, whole new hockey game, right? Well, that just seemed to anger the Firebirds even more as they took this game over in the second period. Thanks to Hunter Shepard, Hershey still got a shot, just down by a pair, but he's faced 33 shots. They've been all over him.
Yeah, he's been tested, and you know, like you said, it might not be a 4-2 game. The Chef's, it's not standing on his head. So all the credit to him. You know, Hershey's got to find a way to get the puck out of their own end, and that's one of the biggest keys right now. You know, understand you can chip that puck and skate into his speed. You know, we've seen Coachella take some risky moves there and try to jump into offense. So there's going to be opportunities, but the Bears got to capitalize on that.
Look at some of Shepard's work, and the Bears would strike on the power play. Less than 2 minutes in the period, Alex Limoges with a shot redirects it in on the Ethan Frank shot, I should say. Limoges picks up his 4th goal of the playoffs, redirecting it past Chris Rieger. Coachella Valley would connect. Hardy Hamanantel leaves the puck behind. The Firebirds get it, and it's Leighton Road off the post, jamming it past Shepard to make it 3-2. His first ever Calder Cup playoff goal, and the Firebirds weren't done before the period ended. Hershey iced the puck. They were tired. Winterton up and in. 4-2. 23 shots for Coachella Valley in that second period. So what do the Bears have to do here in the third? They're just down by 2. We've seen them come back before. It's a manageable game, but they got to change something in the third period.
Yeah, we've seen what, the Bears can execute in the third period as well. We've seen that throughout this run, throughout the year. But for them right now, it's just getting that puck out of their own zone, understanding that, hey, you can live the fight another day, get that into the neutral zone, go to work. And the biggest thing for the Bears, get in on the forecheck. That's the only way to slow this team down is you start playing offense. It makes it a lot tougher for them to get out of their own zone.
Pepper, Chris Rieger in this third period, just 15 shots on goal so far. The Bears coming in just 40 shots in the first 2 games. not on pace to add to that too much. See what they can do in the third. Stay with us. Great to bring you Fox 43 production of Hershey Bears hockey. You're tuned in to 2024 Calder Cup Finals.
Rumor has it that our new New York-style pizza is Domino's best pizza yet. Made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin and cut into 6 foldable slices. Rumor also has it that you might have to fight over the last slice. Order Domino's New York-style tonight and see for yourself.
At Stolman Subaru of Sterling, we understand how important pricing can be to customers trying to get a very good deal on the car they want. Shop our express store at SubaruofSterling.com to purchase your new Subaru online. Hurry into Stolman Subaru of Sterling to get great deals on our 2024 Outback, 2024 Forester, and 2024 Crosstrek. You can always get a great deal and a straightforward price with Stolman Subaru of Sterling. No games, no gimmicks, just happy customers. Shop SubaruofSterling.com.
Celebrate an explosion of savings happening now at Marlowe Furniture. Sofas and queen beds as low as $4.99, 5-piece dining sets as low as $8.99, 6-piece power reclining sectionals as low as $14.99. Shop today and get it all with free delivery. Plus, Marlowe makes financing easy with 9 out of 10 approved in seconds. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Visit Marlowe Furniture today, where comfort meets savings since 1955.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
The symptoms started around 2011, going through different doctors, a lot of misdiagnosis.
I struggle with tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain.
I picture myself being in this place and everything being out of reach. The MS is getting worse, and I'm still just stuck in this little body.
Primary progressive MS. It's comparable to a house where things aren't working as they should. It's not something you could sleep off. You wake up, it's still there.
When you hear about a cure, it brings that hope back.
It would mean to my kids that they get their mom back.
And people would be saying, hey, remember MS? You don't know what that is.
If no one would have to ever experience this, it would just change the world.
House parents.
Acrisure Arena, where the Coachella Valley Firebirds have been unbeatable here in the playoffs, leading 4-2, going for their 7th consecutive win here in the postseason, doubling up the Bears so far, heading into the third period of play. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell, Todd Sadowski with you, along with producer Ed Albert, Art, and Tracy on the radio side joining us as well. Bears fans, Bouquet, Mulligan, Mayo, and Cleone and Elizabethtown now fabricating in-house custom digital freeform lenses. Bring them your prescription, get the most accurate digital lenses, provide the best vision possible. They have the largest selection of luxury eyewear from all over the world. Oakley, Ray-Ban, Maui Jim, sunglasses surgery. Check them out at bmdi.com. Shepard in goal the right, Drieger in goal the left. Hershey needs to pepper Drieger here in this third period. Down by 2, just 15 shots to 33. The Bears go to work to start the third, down by a pair. They battle back from a 2-goal deficit once. And it's behind the goal, Riley Sutter. Love to get one in the first 10 minutes of the period to cut the lead to 1. Coachella Valley won game 1 by a single strike at Giant Center. Meanwhile, the Bears won game 2, 5-2. Shooting each over the blue line. Firebirds stolen away. Good job by Ethan Frank harassing him. Then leveled at the boards. Fleury knocked him hard to the ice. Frank bounces right up. On the near wing, the Firebirds look to clear it. Couldn't get it out. LaPierre played it behind the net. Frank there to Joe Snively. Pushed off the puck. And knocked away from him. Can't win that battle. And Coachella Valley to center ice. On the left wing, Firebirds bring it in. Knocked away by Chase Prisky. Good pass to Snively at center. Down the left wing. Snively curling, drag the middle. Still with the puck, but Fleury got back 1-on-2. Couldn't make any hay out of that.
That's a great job there, just jump into offensive zone. And you know, that's where the offense starts. You know, good job by Snipes to get his feet moving. He creates that, chance.
Knock back to the Bears defensive zone. It's Dmitry Osipov with it. In the left circle in his own zone. 1 minute, 30 seconds gone in the third period of play. 4-2 Coachella Valley. Logan Day to center. Cross to Osipov in front of him. Knocked in. Limoges caps it behind the net. Carrick first on it. Dubé levels him to the boards. Firebirds can't clear it. Day sandwiches his body against the right boards to keep it in. Limoges to the point today. Osipov backhand a forehand. Wrist shot saved by Drieger. First save of the period to Chris Drieger. On the chance from Dmitry Osipov looking for his first goal as a Bear.
Yeah, just to get that shot off, good job. And, Dubé's right in front of that net in a battle with Connor Carrick. And, that's where it's got to start, Zach. It's got to start with a shot from the point. Understand that Drieger's going to give up a rebound and create that second opportunity.
So Drieger makes the save with 18:11 to go here in the third period of play. The Bears' 16th shot on goal. Huntington on the face-off. Wings it to the near boards. Dubé looking to knock it to the point. Hamanakto flings it well wide of the goal, looking for some help. Limoges after it along the far wing. Alex Limoges looking to knock that puck loose. The Penn State product takes down the Firebird Hughes. It comes free. But Coachella Valley at times feels like they got it glued to their tape. Dubé up the boards, can't find it, cleared past Day. And Huntington will pick it up in his own zone. Jimmy Huntington for Hershey to Osipov to center. I beg your pardon, Hamanakto to center to Dubé. And Day changing, played back behind the net. And Hershey nearly had too many skaters there, so Massey came back to the bench, couldn't get the puck. We'll bring it as far as center. Collision there, jars the puck free. Clayton Road had it, lost it, and turned back to the defensive end. For the Firebirds, double on up, back to center. Scooting forward is Schultz, down the slot. It will stick the side, up and out of play by Prisky into the crowd. For a face-off as Schultz and Prisky have a quick chat. Early moments here in the third. Firebirds trying to pull away. The Bears trying to make this a game.
Yeah, and the Bears got to just hop on an opportunity here, Zach. They got to get themselves back in this game, and it's got to start, early on. You can't sit here and wait for the last 10-minute push. It's got to be early and throughout this whole period.
Schultz off the draw. Will just hack it to the corner behind the net. McElrath tries to clear it up the boards to the right wing. It's Vecchione knocking it back to center. We've seen Coachella Valley make some adjustments. First period, they were giving up odd man rushes left and right after sustained zone time. We have not seen many of those since. Kavinsky's goal came on an odd man rush. 4-2 Firebirds on the right boards. Melanson with the puck. Darting around behind the goal is Shepard. Massey loses his stick, can't get it away from Melanson. Centering pass blocked by McElrath. It untangles somewhere in his equipment. Massey still without a stick. It's in the corner. Puck up the boards. Luckily, it's Vecchione to take it to neutral. Bends off a hit. Mike Vecchione still going, but Miro Snachenko is offside. Just that bobble of the puck as Vecchione bounced off the hit, draws the Bears offside the neutral zone faceoff.
Yeah, great job by Mike Vecchione. He gets his feet moving there, and like you said, it was just a hair off there by Miro just jumping across. But it all caused he's trying to jump around that hit along the boards. But nonetheless, at least they're moving forward and moving north, and that's where the Bears got to play.
Strom off the draw to Hamanakto on the dump in around the boards up the right wing. It's kicked back by Treniev to the slot. Strom takes it to the point. Off the stick of Treniev comes to Strom again. That puck won't sit flat. Strom horse collar to knock down, giving it back. There to Cole Wynn. Slowed up as he skates to center. Student each with a puck over the blue line. Lynn falls down. They center, deflected high and wide by right. Up and over the goal. Strom on the other way. Right to left, Treniev dumps it in behind the goal. He and Strom chase after. Strom there first. Smoked into the boards by Fleury, who is not afraid to lay the boom tonight. Hale Fleury with a big hit.
Yeah, that's a couple by Fleury there now. It's, he had that big one there on Ethan Frank, and then that second one on Stromer.
Well, for Fleury, it's a ginormous hit, and for him, 12 games last year in the NHL, didn't play a lot of hockey. There's a good look at the chance from Shane Wright, deflected up and over the net. Now an offensive zone draw for the Bears after the icing with 15:51 to go in the third. Still down by 2. Firebirds do not have a shot yet in this period. The Bears trying to get one to make this a one-goal game. Up here to Ethan Frank off the face-off. Didn't take it to the goal. He played it back to Osipov. And the puck to center. Allow the Firebirds to change. Snively on the shoot-in, back behind the net. Frank to try to track it down. Olofsson to take it. And up the middle, Coachella Valley with an outlet if they want it. And they'll get it past Snively to center. Osipov gets it back and backhands it in behind the goal. Trying to chase it down is Frank. Coachella Valley left to right to center ice. John Hayden gets it as far as the Bears blue line. Shot in by McCormick, who had the game's first 2 goals. 4-2, Coachella Valley on the Penn State House scoreboard. Frank to center, on the money to Snively, over the red line, leads for LaPierre. Down the left wing, the Coachella Valley territory. Henrich LaPierre wheels it on back to the point. To Pierrick Dubé, who turns it around the boards, missed by Snively. Massey was jumping in, no one's there. The Firebirds break to center and go to offense. Hayden over the blue line, wide on Huntington, cuts in front, fired wide. Right there was Shore at the top of the crease. Well, quickly Coachella can pounce. Evans behind the net to Hughes. Puts on the brakes. Wraps it in front. Shepard got a pad on it. Lamo's looking to clear it. Off the boards. Huntington will flip it to safety. He's got it at center from Prisky. And the Bears get one to make it a 1-goal game. Huntington on the dump in. Behind the net, Evans. Finds Winterton. Hit hard by Hamid Akhtel. Took the hit to make the play. The Bears back in their own zone. McElrath to center. Limoges up the middle. Left wing off the boards. Huntington collects it. Cross-checked and knocked off his tape. Missed by Hamid Akhtel. Here comes Winterton down the right wing. Great back check by Vecchione to take that away. Now he starts the Bears forward. Mirosnichenko flying down the left wing. He'll deflect it in behind the Coachella net with 6 gone in the third. Firebirds get it right back though. 1 and done, and they now rush to center. Right wing Hedman. Wrist shot. High and wide to Shepard. Gets the glass. Mirosnichenko took the hit. Couldn't get it out. Firebirds turn it over though, and Vecchione to center. He'll dump it in. Rovinski tied up by Otavainen behind the goal. Heavy hit Mirosnichenko. Bears unwedge the puck momentarily and keep it in. Hershey doing some things better, but Coachella Valley really limiting them, not letting them get those chances to the net.
Yeah, and just a little bit of separation, Zach, between their forecheck there. You know, you have F1 and he can go in and make that play. But, you know, a lot of that forecheck comes down to what F2 and F3 are going to do coming into the zone. And there's been some separation there. You know, that really forces them to be unable to, you know, get in on that forecheck.
Fans booing. Day was waiting behind the net. Bears tip the puck in. Fleury under pressure behind the goal. Can't clear it now. They do get it to center and right, but Strong trying to get back. Down the left wing with Student Each. Wright pulls up to the slot. He scores! Oh, that's an elite goal from Shane Wright. He pounces on the opportunity and blasts it past Shepard. His third of the playoffs. It's 5-2 Firebirds.
Yeah, and the Bears get caught there, you know, and Stromers end up, you know, he's the defenseman coming back, and, you know, he ends up, Chase Prisky ends up sliding over, and that's an elite play, you know, by Shane Wright to be able to, you know, get past and obviously rip it right past Hunter Shepard.
Nothing Hunter Shepard could do here, and nothing he can do in this game, but Todd Nelson is going to take him out here and get him some rest and get him ready for game number 4 coming up later this week. Clay Stevenson is going to make his second playoff appearance. Shepard surrendered 5, but Bears better buy him some dinner tonight because he has been under heavy pressure all game long. That's a gorgeous play by Wright. And CY is the 4th overall draft pick of Seattle in 2022. A lot of people thought he was going to go number 1. He did not. I think the Kraken are pretty happy they got him. Clay Stevenson now in goal, his second appearance of the playoffs. He will take over. He played 1 game, 1 period in the series against Cleveland. And much like it was last year on the first 2 games in this building, it's been the Firebirds with a total shooting gallery and offensive performance as Stevenson makes his first save on a flipper from the point. 5-2 Coachella Valley. We'll be back. The Firebirds are taking game 3 over. You're tuned in to Hershey Bears playoff hockey.
Wizards GM Will Dawkins joining us after finding out that Washington gets the number 2 pick in the upcoming draft. I just want your initial reaction to finding out that number 2 is a spot for you.
Yeah, good day for the Wizards. That's my initial response. I think I was pretty excited down in the room, tried to be stoic, but when you get an opportunity to pick high up in the draft, you're really grateful and look forward to going through whatever that process leads to getting us to June draft.
What are the next steps for Wizards fans to pay attention to?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. We got through lottery. This is a really, really important week for us and our organization, especially the talent evaluators. We'll spend a lot of time meeting some high-level candidates. And then next week, we'll see a little bit more pro workouts in LA and some of those natures. So we can kind of go see guys, more agent workouts. And then at that point, they start coming to DC. They start spending time with us on our turf and really get to look under the hood and see who they are and what they're about. So it's a fun selection process, but film every single day up until that point.
Experts in harnessing technological innovations to improve financial stewardship. As a veteran-owned small business, we are powered by our core values of service to others, leadership, diversity, dependability, integrity, and grit for the welfare, defense, and security of our nation. Visit us at BlakeWilsonGroup.com.
Coachella Valley leading the Bears 5-2. The latest goal from Shane Wright at 7:01. Cole Lind and Cale Fleury with the assist. Wright's third of the playoffs. As the Firebirds in the driver's seat for this one. We check in ice level with Todd Sadowski. And Todd, this was a tough spot for the Bears in 3 of the 4 games last year. That was a gorgeous goal by Wright. And now we'll see where the Bears are. Game 4.
And I think Game 3 was, for the guys that weren't on the ice last year, is an experience that they've got to go through to see the level play that's elevated by Coachella Valley, to see the crowd, what they're all about, and then regroup, try and do some nice things here, guys, down the stretch. You still got 12:37 to make some things happen, but you know, these finals are a bunch of tweaks, a lot of changes, and they'll see how they come out in Game 4, but let's see what they do here in the last 12:30 as well.
Thank you very much, Todd. Yeah, no disrespect to Massey or Day or Asupov. They all helped the Bears get here, right? But the Bears are certainly missing Iorio, Johansson, and Aaron Ness particularly helping out move that puck. 3 real good puck moving defensemen not available to the Bears here tonight. Our Evergreen Brewing scratches icing his call, but only Ness of that group, Todd Nelson, has said it's possible to come back. So this is the reality. You do have defenseman Nicky Lieberman who can move that puck pretty well. Maybe he is an option, even though he hasn't played in the AHL in a long time. He spent most of the year in South Carolina, but you could potentially make a move like that. It's a tough spot to put a guy in, but you're looking for a little bit more of a puck mover, a little bit more of a skater. He could be an option. We'll see, as the Bears will have a couple days before Game 4. And this one not over yet, 12-12 left, but Todd Nelson putting Clay Stevenson in shows me that they're going, all right, if we're going to not win this one, let's get Hunter Shepard some rest.
Yeah, well, and you know, we've seen, you know, Shep respond after games. So
lane for Prinsky to the net. Grieger got a stick on it on the short side shot, and as well, you know, maybe trying to wake up his team. We just pulled the best goalie in the American Hockey League. Let's go, finish strong here. Maybe make a game out of this. Down by 3. Prinsky to the left side boards behind the net. Knocked down in pain is Alex Limoges, and he is not getting up. Alex Limoges crumpled over beneath the goal line. Shot sticked out by Grieger, and they are going to blow the play dead as Limoges is down and in pain. And Todd, that does not look good. His out comes head athletic trainer Sean Fleazar. That doesn't look good. Todd's got a good view of it down there in the corner.
He's not moving at the moment. He's just taking a second to gather himself.
Oh, a cross check right to the ribs there from Carrick, and then his knees kind of went down awkwardly.
Yeah, he wasn't, it doesn't look like upper body stuff, and you know, I think he's lost his breath a little bit. We'll have to see what happens when he gets up, see how if he's favoring either leg, either way.
Limoges still down behind the net. Is no weight on that right leg right now. Limoges, who had a career year in the goal scoring department, has a goal in this game. And the Bears, unfortunately, are just a really battered up group right now. And that does not look good at all for Alex Limoges as he heads off with help of Pierrick Dubé on his left and Sean Fleazar, the head trainer, on his right.
Yeah, the Bears right now, for them, it's, you know, they've got that injury bug going. And, you know, to lose another guy like Alex Limoges who's been through it and in that bumper position, you know, net front guy. And, you know, that's a big loss. Well, we hope we can come back, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Todd Nelson checking out his lineup card, wondering who's going to fill in for number 12. Herrero out with an injury. I mentioned Iorio. I mentioned Johansson. Ness. That is some heavy artillery for the Hershey Bears that are not available at this time, and add Limoges to the list right now. Would have to think with 11:40 left in this game, his night is done, and we hope it's not more than that. But just based on the looks, you played the game a long time, Garrett. I've been up here a decade doing this. You never like to see a guy go off, put no weight, and needing help. That usually is not something that heals overnight.
Yeah, especially when it's, we could see it on the replay there. It's an awkward fall. He ends up taking the cross check to the ribs, but it's an awkward fall for him. It looked like, possibly twisting that knee a little bit. Let's just hope that that's all it was and nothing more.
5-2 Firebirds. The Calder Cup Finals tied at 1. Coachella Valley hoping they're on their way if they can close this out. They're taking a 2-1 series lead and being in control of this series, and I say that because the next two are at home. They haven't last year. Ravinsky with a spin move in offensively. Will knock it up and out of play. You win one here, and you force the series back to Hershey. And I'm not saying if you're the Bears, you don't go into Game 4 and go, we're going to win this one, and we're going to win Game 5, and we're going to come home up. That would be awesome. That would be great. It'd be even better if they came back in this game and tied it. We had extra hockey, but you win one here, you give yourself a chance. You fought for that home ice all year. And I think the mentality would have been they wanted to come in and take this one tonight and give themselves that feeling. But right now, down by 3 as Osipov's shot is blocked. But deflected behind the net from Strome. Blast to the net from the right boards. Logan Day can't get it. Popped away from him. Now he's got to defend. Load with his speed. Day gets back and knocks it away with Stevenson now in net. Doesn't have to face the chance from the goal scorer tonight. Cherniev on road with a heavy hit. Osipov as well on the near boards. Day behind the net to Dmitry Osipov. Tucked away from Cherniev in the slot. Wide of the goal from Melanson. Centering pass deflected away by Osipov. Cherniev can't get it out. Firebirds got it glued to their tape here. A shot, 6-save Stevenson on a chance from the slot. Osipov takes it away and hoists it down the ice. Cherniev to take it. He'll shoot it in, but out of the reach of Strome. Road will cut it back in its own zone. Top line over the boards, looking for a spark for the Bears. Rushkin on the left wing, big hit thrown there. Dylan McElrath getting all of Marion Studenich. Right, can't get to the point, kept in Coachella Valley. Flurry to the middle of the ice. Studenich no worse for wear after McElrath got all of him. Stick came up on Snively, won't draw the minor. We play on. Then behind the net. Off here is able to tap it loose. So McElrath along the boards and out to center it goes. All the way down, icing will be called on Hershey. So Garrett, when you have a team that's as skilled as Coachella Valley, and especially on their home ice, that it feels like they're going at warp speed at times, and maybe they got more skill than you, particularly with the injuries, how do you slow them down? Because that's going to be a key for the Bears for the final 9:38 in the next two games here.
Yeah, I touched on it a little bit there, but one of the biggest things is the connection between the forecheck, F1, F2. And for the Bears right now, it's kind of been one and done, or not kind of, it has been one and done. They get in on the forecheck, they're dumping in, and they're not able to sustain anything. Getting the puck out of their own zone, obviously, with this forecheck of Coachella, they've had a lot of fits with it. So it's understanding it, they'll go back, watch it, and, figure a plan out for it.
Snively to center, got the puck deep in Frank. He drags it left wing, along the board, center. LaPierre shoots, great stick save by Drieger. His best work tonight as Frank got buried and lost his helmet. Great chance for Hendricks LaPierre, better save for Chris Drieger to keep his team up by a field goal. LaPierre to center, 2-5 for Dubé, and that will be icing on Hershey. Quick pause for those on the Bears Radio Network, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Hershey Bears hockey. A rush that kind of was not exactly what the Bears anticipated there, but a real big save by Chris Drieger, who is settled in after allowing that deflection goal early in period 2.
Yeah, it's that high guy coming in. We talked about Coachella. They want to play offensive zone hockey. There's spots there to have some, force them into mistakes and have some, sustained ozone time. It's just a matter of capitalizing on that.
Bears won game number 2, 5-2 at Giant Center. Last one being an empty netter, but Firebirds up 5-2 here in Game 3 back in their build. Dan Biles will give you the Bears the respect. He said, we expect this to be a 7-game series. We don't want it to be, but we expect it to be. With as good as Hershey is, the flip in the glove with Drieger, he'll hang on. Final 8:33 of the third period. Take a break and be back. 5-2 Firebirds after a gorgeous goal from Shane Wright. You're tuned in to the 2024 AHL's Calder Cup Finals.
Get ready ready to do more this summer with Sheehy's Ready to Road Trip sales event. Now is the time to shop the Mid-Atlantic's largest selection. Sheehy makes car buying easy and affordable with incredible deals, like thousands off MSRP or special low-rate financing. Plus, get the most for your current vehicle when you sell or trade in. Discover how Sheehy makes car buying, trading, and servicing easy during the Ready to Road Trip sales event.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
Capital One Arena is the capital of entertainment for all the best concerts and shows to hit the DMV. From heart-pounding music to show-stopping performances, Capital One Arena has it all. Check out some of the shows coming this month. TXT, Aventura, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Fade, Janae Aiko. Visit CapitalOneArena.com for more information.
Well, what do we know, Garrett Mitchell? You played the game a long time, and you've seen injuries before. I have too. Alex Limoges is out there right now. This media timeout, skating around, testing what potentially could have been the lower bodies, a safe play, but it looked like the knee or something in the legs. He's going to go out there and take a shift.
Yeah,
he's a hockey player.
Yeah, 100%, Zach.
Great news.
He came out there and he was able to, kind of wheel around and, give him all the credit. This is the time he's going to start this, this shift here. Give him all the credit. That's not an easy thing to do.
Hunter Shepard peppered in this game, yanked after surrendering the 5th goal. We'll see what Todd Nelson says post-game about that move, but Shepard, plain and simple, kept the Bears in this at time. You don't want to give up 5. Doesn't matter who your goalie is, but second period it really could have got out of hand. Back to center ice. It's Prinsky with it along the right wing. Tipped in by Huntington, down by 3 with 8:15 to go. Want to see some fight for the Bears in the next couple minutes. We've seen Todd Nelson once or twice before this year. Very rare, down by 3, pull his goalie. When he wants to see his team engaged in the battle, he's not going to give the other team a freebie. Dubé beneath the goal line. Great to see Alex Limoges back out there. Gets the puck to the slot. Huntington. Prinsky left side, fakes the slapper, finds the lane, and then it gets blocked away. Good job by Henman in the last moment to get in there. Limoges behind the net, can't find it. Dubé comes in with a hit, and back to center it goes. James Prinsky spins back to his own zone under 8 to play. Hershey changing. Prinsky will fall back in his own end, looking for an option. Sends it left wing to Miro Stachenko. Knocked into Rabinski. Down the left side. Wraps it in front. Bounces around in front of Drieger. The net has come dislodged behind the Coachella Valley goaltender for a whistle and a face-off with 7:26 left, and pause up from Dylan McElrath to Melanson as that rivalry continues here. It's been a focal point all series. Melanson is not afraid to mix it up, and he doesn't care about Dylan McElrath and who he is. He's been right there in his face.
Yeah, that's I've been in that situation. That's a tree you don't want to bark. It's one of those situations that Mac's in the position that he is for a reason. And I'll tell you what, if who knows? You don't see fighting very much, obviously in the playoffs, but I can almost guarantee you if those guys are back on the ice that you might see one here. You were at our media availability the other day, and McElrath came up, looked over. You were helping out our friends from Fox 43 hold the microphone, and Mac looked at you and said, "I used to fight you." You've been chirped by him enough over the years, junior hockey, right? And then all the way into the pros when he was in the Rangers organization. You were starting out at Hershey, so I'm sure you're glad you don't have to go nose to nose with him anymore. Yeah, trust me, the body feels a lot better standing up here with you. Kravinsky shot stopped by Drieger, and no rebound right to that crest of the jersey. And although McElrath was quick to point out, I bet you wouldn't back down. Oh, I had, and it's one of those things. When you're a smaller guy, you don't have as much to lose. When you got a guy like Mac, it's an easier situation to be barking up that tree. But when it comes time to it, Dylan McElrath throws both hands, and they come fast and they come heavy. You're more of a warrior than me. You don't have much to lose. The smaller guy, only your head, right? Dylan McElrath, tough as they come. His team, unfortunately, down 5-2 right now, but
Well, trying to push back here. McElrath from the right point, wide of Drieger. Never saw it. Firebirds going to take game number 3. Rubinski running to his shot. Drieger shields it aside to the corner. To the right wing, McElrath steps up. He lays the boom with the Firebirds Carrick. Sakales at the center. Lynn to 2 on long. Over the blue line right wing. It's the trailer right. Far side on Stevenson. Rolled away and cleared by the Bears. Back to center.
That's just how fast they transition that puck, Zach. They're coming.
Hamid Ochtel and Lind are going at it. Hamid Ochtel with a punch to the face of Lind. Both players are going. Lind flopped. And the referee's taking him too for diving.
Yeah, that's the right call, Zach. It's it started there with Lind. He comes back after Hardy, and that's the right call there by Justin Kia.
They were pushing and shoving. Hamid Ochtel gave him a left glove to the face, and Lind went down. Looked like he belonged in the Olympics. Officials make the call. Giving it to Lind to the penalty box. It's not the Bears' night.
No, it's not. But like I said, you might see one here. It's starting to turn a little bit, and in the situation that Hershey's in right now, that's you don't want to turn it into something more than hockey, but at the same time, you want to send a message to Coachella. Hey, listen, we're not going to back down. We're down 5-2 right now, but guess what? We're coming right back here in 2 nights. We're going to do it all over again.
Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth. I'm saying not the Bears' night, but they're certainly going to fight, and I don't mean dropping the gloves, but they're going to be engaged in the physical battle. They're going to push. They're going to stand up for their teammates, and they're not going to back down from Coachella Valley, which is probably feeling pretty good about themselves, as they should. They're on 5-2. They played well in front of their home crowd. Feels good for them to be home, but it's not a 3-game series. And the Bears are going to have to find an extra gear, an extra oomph, whatever. The guys that haven't put up a lot of points are going to have to. Defensemen that are normally not in this spot are going to have to find a way to make game-saving plays. Shepard is going to have to stop 1 or 2 more. I mean, can't ask for much more from him, but we saw it last year. Games 1 and 2 were heavily lopsided. To the point that Coachella Valley brought the champagne and the beer with them to the Giants Center, thinking that series might be over with 3 games in Hershey. The Bears won all 3 of them. This year they don't have the luxury of 3 consecutive games at Giants Center. The Firebirds took 1 in Chocolatetown. They hadn't won in that building, so that was big for them. Bears won last year in Game 7 in this building, but they know now how tough it's going to be here. First shot in on Stevenson. He makes the save, and McElrath behind the net with the check on Jun.18. And a war of words once again with 5:26 to go in the 3rd period. Everyone will skate away, and we will take our final media timeout tonight. Firebirds right now looking to make this a 2-1 series lead, up 5-2 here in Game 3. We'll be back tuned in the 2024 Calder Cup Final.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. With Thompson Creek Windows, you'll see your utility bills go down as the summer heats up, and you can get windows now and pay later.
We do it all, design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high quality windows at an affordable price.
Buy 1 window, get 1 40% off.
Call now to save 40%.
Call 855-57 Creek now for this amazing offer.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
Zach Garrett with you here. Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 tonight from the desert. 5-2 Coachella Valley. They put up 40 shots on goal. Clay Stevenson has come into the game and stopped all 3 thrown his way, replacing Hunter Shepard, who was under heavy fire all game long. Gave the Bears a shot as long as he could. Todd Nelson elected to lift him, maybe to get him some rest to prepare for Game 4, which is in 2 nights on Thursday here at Acrisure Arena. We've seen the physicality notch up. It's 4-on-4 for 53 more seconds. Axel got a roughing penalty. Lynn got an embellishment diving penalty. Off the face-off, the Bears will take the puck behind the net of Stevenson. And there is Chase Prisky to wait it out. Huntington to the far blue line, no one open, so Prisky now skates to the corner, hits Huntington in stride over his own blue line. Right wing to Pierre Dubé, brings it in, looks the middle of the ice. Evans on the breakup for the point. Day knocks it down and stick handles away from the traffic on the near boards. Pulls up and looks for help. He centered it. Dubé was tied up, lost his stick. Evans knocked it out of his hands. It's Prisky from the left eye. Right side Day, threw it in front to Dubé. Knocked off Evans, wide of the goal. 4-on-4, some extra room for the Bears taking advantage. Day to the point, Prisky will keep it in. 4:44 in the game. His wrist shot knocked down and blocked. Huntington cutting in to handle it. Huntington to Prisky. Skates it to the right side, Evans. And his way, and Prisky will have to pull back to center. Axel and Lind are back. 5-on-5 hockey again with 4:25 to go in this one. Michael Rath in his own zone. Flips it behind the net to Jake Massey. In the middle of the ice, it's knocked away. Hanavainen will take it. The Firebirds go D to D. There to center, deflected to Henrik Grabinski. Feeds it forward, Vecchione for Miro Stachenko. Down the right wing, winds and fires. Right shoulder saved. A good one by Chris Drieger. And up and out of play it goes. Ivan Miro Stachenko got a lot on that. As we look at the upcoming games in this series, as Hershey going to have to win one here for sure, and they'll start that quest on Thursday night.
Yeah, and you know, Zach, game 4 is a big one. Obviously, you know, this is a big one right now, but it's sending a message, you know, hey, listen, we're not just going to come in and roll over for you guys. You know, we know this is a hard building to play in. We've seen it here tonight. You know, they're relentless. They're going to keep coming and continue to come. And it's, you know, how do the Bears respond after, you know, game 3?
Firebirds off the body of Rabinski to center. Vecchione will shoot it back in. Hanavainen to take it in front of the bench. Smacks it in behind the net. Stop there by Clay Stevenson. Firebirds made it 4-2 on that Winterton goal. Garrett back in the second period of play as Hershey iced the puck, but they had that long shift before. They unfortunately could not beat the goaltender Drieger, and the puck just missed the stick a Day, and a couple minutes later it went the other way. But that's the way that she goes sometimes, and the Firebirds really took that game over in the second. I mean, giving up 23 shots on goal. The Bears haven't even reached that number, and that's what Coachella had in the second period.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things when you have a team that capitalizes on, you know, those opportunistic plays. You know, timing's everything on that, and this is a team that you can't allow that chance to, you know, get in behind you, and they're just going to continue to come. And you know, right now for the Bears, it's figuring out a way how to break that puck out and get in on the forecheck to sustain some ozone time.
Deflected back to center, Miro Stachenko, right wing to Henrik Grabinski, who skates it wide behind the net. Grabinski out of the right corner will knock the puck free, clear to the blue line. Prisky with a slap shot, left pad save. Drieger with Miro Stachenko in front of the goal. The puck cleared. Grabinski goes for a check and falls down back to the Bears zone. Game 6 last year, Hershey lost 5-2. When they came back in Game 7, went down 2-0 and then won the Calder Cup by a 3-2 score on the Vecchione win. They're going to need a similar response game in Game 4, where you get that one, you figure it out, you lose by 3, it doesn't go your way. Played offside on Coachella Valley, and the Bears will tag up. The center ice, Firebirds tag up. Bears gallop to center with Massey dumping it in. Well, after midnight back home, it's Trinier knocking it loose in the slot. Swats the goal, left pad save, Drieger. And cleared to center ice all the way down. Firebirds will ice it with 2:20 left. And an offensive zone draw for the Bears. And Drieger's had their number here in the third period.
Yeah, he really has. And, you know, it's been one of those nights for the Bears, just even early on in the first period, not having, you know, being able to just sustain some ozone time and passes just off the mark just enough. You know, whether it's in the skates or just ahead of a guy, you know, those are passes that, you know, when the Bears are going, you know, it makes it look quick, it makes it look fast, and that's where they have a lot of success.
6-on-5, Hershey has pulled Clay Stevenson for the extra attacker down by 3 with 2:20 left. They'll win the draw, get some 6-on-5 work here with Axel. And the puck to Ethan Frank. Axel to Frank, left circle with it here. His shot knocked down in front of Drieger. Firebirds have not given Frank much room in this series. Amos behind the net tries to tap it in front, turned over to Henman, looking to clear it up ice. Olsen gets this far in center. Melanson, beg your pardon, got as far in center. And a hand pass called here on the Bears.
Yeah, and like I said, Zach, right now for the Bears, it's understanding, send a message. We got, coming in here for Game 4, the guys like you talked about that haven't played in this situation before, like Todd had talked about, understanding the building, understanding the fans, they're going to be all over you. And they feed off the fans. They've been able to, they score one early on the power play, they score a second one there. And the Bears had kind of been put back on their heels there a little bit. The game could have been gotten away from them if it wasn't for Hunter Shepard.
Yeah, you got to look at the point. It's not sure exactly how it happened, why it happened. It's extremely rare, but the way the game started too, right? With the penalty for the incorrect starting lineup, and then you're down 1-0 just like that. Put yourself behind the 8 ball right off the bat. Coachella Valley for the empty net. Hat-trick Max McCormick into the empty net. 6-2 Firebirds. They're going to take game number 3 as the Hats rain down to the ice here. They'll stay perfect. And on home ice, go to 7-0 in the Calder Cup playoffs in their own barn. And Max McCormick started the scoring with 1:36 left, but he might have ended the scoring tonight to put a cap on an impressive performance from the home team.
Yeah, and you know what, Zach, he's a heck of a player. I obviously had played against him a lot when he was in the Ottawa organization in Binghamton, and he's a guy that he battles. He works through everything. Like I said, he's a heck of a hockey player. And right now it's the Bears have to play catch up right off the start there. Giving up one on the power play and then, giving the second one up to him shortly thereafter.
So the final 1:36 here. The 41st shot of the game is an empty net goal for Max McCormick. Time of the goal, 18:24 from John Hayden. The ice crew quickly has recovered all the Hats, although a few of them are still making their way to the ice. And a few of the fans making their way to the exits with this game now secured. For sure for the Firebirds, it would have taken a miracle for the Bears with their goaltender pulled. And if anything, work on 6-on-5. You might need it at some point later in the series. So game 4 on Thursday. And back to the drawing board for the Bears. So one more Hat just came onto the ice, and the ice crew's got to run out and get that. For the Bears, you got tomorrow to regroup and come back. Practice day, watch some film and get back at it. And the series isn't over. And we saw this last year. This is a talented Firebirds team. There's no way around it. And this is going to be a tough draw for the Bears here. And we really see Coachella Valley flexing their muscles and why they're so good here in game number 3.
Yeah, especially, I talked about it, but just being opportunistic with their chances. You get in and you start playing from behind. It's an extremely difficult thing, especially in a building that, it gets going. So it's a difficult thing for the Bears to try to play catch up in this building.
Osipov with a big hit, and they are going to call a penalty on Osipov with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. McElrath will touch up the puck and an interference minor on Dimitri, so the Firebirds will finish with a power play tonight. Maybe trying to prevent any further shenanigans here, the officiating crew.
Yeah, you're right, Zach. They let you play within the lines there, especially, in a playoff game and a meaningful game. But, I think they're just trying to put a little bit of a grip on the game and, make sure that it doesn't get out of hand and that, there's not something more that happens.
Draw to the right of Clay Stevenson as Todd Nelson looks on. Back to the drawing board for his Bears. 50-50 puck battle off the face-off. This one knocked free the corner. Bears will look to clear it. Riley Sutter around the bend of the boards. Behind the net to Logan Day. It's away from the traffic and it comes loose. And Jake Matthews smashes off the glass and down the ice. Drieger out to play. Less than a minute to go here in Palm Desert, California. 10,087 is the capacity here. They have not announced an attendance, but I think it might have been a bit shy of that, but very close to sold out here on a Tuesday night. Puck at the left point, stick handling in. Blackbirds dance to the net. Knocked away to Sutter in the corner. And Riley will look to clear it off the body and kept in Henman. Makes the slapper. Sends it to the left wing. Stevenson, a left shoulder save, made the stop. 20 seconds left In Game 3, the Bears will clear it all the way down the ice. Well, Coachella hadn't been home for the month of June. They get back to their own beds and pick up right where they left off in their home barn. Perfect 7-0 on home ice. Game 3 will go to the Firebirds. They will take a 2-1 series lead in the Calder Cup Finals as the horn sounds tonight. (6-2) the final score. Firebirds get the victory. And Game 4 on Thursday, the Bears will look to even the series. The Coachella Valley as advertised on home ice. And for the Bears, a day to rest, recover, and look to find a way to beat these guys that are unbeatable at home right now, Garrett.
Yeah, you know what, Zach, that's a good hockey team. You know, we talked a lot about, you know, their forecheck and their ability to turn pucks and go the other way with it. And they do it quickly. You know, that's something that the Bears just, they got to figure a way out how to slow down that offense. And, you know, in this Game 3, they didn't have an opportunity to kind of get on top of Coachella and slow them down at all.
Final score, Firebirds 6, Hershey 2. Coachella Valley leads the Calder Cup Finals 2-1. We appreciate you staying up with us. We'll be back on Fox 43 and the Monumental Sports Network, AHL TV, and the Bears Radio Network on Thursday. Stay with us on the Bears Radio Network for our Fairview Golf Course post-game show. For Todd Sadowski, for producer Ann Albert, a big thank you to the crew in Coachella for the game feed tonight. For Art and Tracy, the Bears Radio Network studio. For Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish. The Firebirds win.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or get $4,000 purchase cash on this Sierra. We are professional grade GMC.
Celebrate an explosion of savings happening now at Marlowe Furniture. It's your choice. Save 60% off plus free delivery, or shop now and pay later with